Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's Sunday, it's the end of the working week. It's the end of the week entirely, actually, and that means it's time for us to jump in to some good old Warframe. Hello, one and all. Hope we're all doing well where we are around the world. Hello there, Quintus. Hello, Adamalic. Hello, Cosmo. Hello, Grow the Clock. Hello, Eliu. Hello, Korokop. Hello, Crown Ladybug. Hello, Max and Madge. Hello, Space Cadet. How are we all doing? Korokop with the immediate hydrate, of course. Cheers, my dude. Welcome in, one and all. How they're asking. I hope you're doing well, guys. Hope you're doing great, in fact. Because, I mean, why not? You know, we've just finished up a weekend. Everyone should be feeling great. Fingers crossed, anyway. Those of your working weekends, my condolences. Been there. Been there. But, yeah. Hello, M87. Hello, Mr. Gant. How are we all doing? So, as the stream title would suggest, today, yes indeed, following on from the video that has gone out earlier today, I intend to do a little bit of fire farming. I intend to get a little bit of that lovely blue stuff. We're not going to get very much of it from over here, because as I showed, it's not amazing. So we'll be looking towards the open world bounties. They are just the best. It doesn't even begin to compare elsewhere. Those open world bounties are simply the best places for Ire, so long as you can stomach them, because even if you don't achieve the full bonus, it's still better than basically anywhere else. It just is. Yeah, relic packs are great if you just need some relics. You've just got some spare standing, just get yourself some lovely relics, but for getting a specific item like Ire, don't rely on them. Not really, nah. Anyway, Alex saying not so well, just got ownership of the clan you're in. Oh, well, I mean, unless it's a horrible clan, that's probably a good thing. I mean, you can direct it the way you want it. Hope it's under at least good circumstances. Crown Ladybug saying, bit of a headache today. Oh, hope that passes soon for you, absolutely. Hope that passes soon. Also, we got Korokop here looking to join in. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, I'll bring you on in. Yeah, message before the stream started, so you're not being ridiculous or rude or anything, so come on in. We'll be doing the salty, as is always tradition here on these streams. We'll be doing the salty first before we get cracking into everything else. And we've got a request from Cephalon Rage to do the same, and excess, there we go, that's a full squad. Sorry Elliot, you're a bit too slow today. We got a full squad invited. A little bit too slow on the draw on that one. But yeah, today we have got a Sabotage with Xmas Stronghold. These are great for getting ribbon slivers now, by the way. With the 4 times higher rate of ribbon slivers than it used to be pre-update, Xmas Strongholds on sorties are amazing for them. Seriously. The Interception one was around yesterday. I think I got like more than 100 slivers from it by doing the mission, 4 times over. So, you know, that's a bit shiny. And excess? What? Okay. Ronnie was saying, here's something I don't get. I only watch you and Loco TV on Twitch. Twitch trying to get me to watch body paint artists who are doing it at support. Ronnie, when you say that, do you mean on the front page of Twitch? Because if you mean there, I've checked with someone else before now who has had very different viewing history from me, and they've seen the exact same front page as me. So, God knows what's causing that. Well, no, I know what's causing that. Twitch just doesn't know how to do a content delivery system based on people's preferences. Instead, certain partners get put up onto the front for everyone. It's just some kind of agreement or rotation that Twitch does. It's nothing to do with your watch preferences. Your watch preferences affects the recommended channels, and viewers also watch channels that pop up. So recommended channels for just everyone. Viewers also watch for whichever channel you're on. It recommends up to 3 other channels. And that's it, really, yeah. That's basically it. Yeah, Xmas Strongholds are also great affinity farms. You're very right there. Is that Quaila Cow? Quaila Cow? Is that how I'm supposed to pronounce that? I'm going to go with cow for now. I don't know how I'm doing the rest of those letters. A cow it is. But yes, Xmas Strongholds. The Xmas units give a lot of XP. Hand. Hello, Boomerang. Resubscribe with your Prime once again onto 5 months. Boomerang, thank you very, very much for the 5 month sub, dude. Appreciate it. Cheers. Oh. Lovely, lovely. And I'm like saying, not a horrible clan. Both the leaders, friends, quit the game permanently. They gave me the role after 10 minutes talking. Ooh, that is unfortunate, my dude. That is unfortunate. No. Unfortunately, yeah, some people do get tired of games. That's just kind of the way things are. You can't play one thing and only one thing forever. It's going to reach its limits, and you know, when people do depart, it's always a bit sweet, bitter. Always a bit bitter. No sweetness to it, it's just bitter, really. But it's a thing. You can't play one game forever. There's only so much to do. Which is why you spread it out so as not to burn yourself out, and it's why when you realise that it's not fun anymore, you take a break so you can come back to it later without being bitter about it. That's the way to do it. Affinity farm? Yeah. So Xmas units give a hell of a lot of XP, so a hell of a lot of Xmas units give a hell of a lot of XP. Works out well. Works out well. I mean, Korokop, there's an exception to every rule. Anyway, we need to get going on to this sortie, and I noticed that Korokop would like me to have a Breach Surge Garuda if I have it. I do not. No. I have a Garuda. Breach Surge, however, not a build I've made. Let me see, do I have any bonky donkey bonky builds? I think I have the builds that I used for the video. Oh, we're lagging. There we are. Oh wow, whatever that was. So, yeah, nah. I have this one, so we'll go with this one. We'll go with whatever this one is supposed to be. Does it have Prime Sure-Footed? It does not, so I'm not going to use the Tenor Envoy. That would be disastrous. Let's use the Amprex, which should be viral, yep. Will I put an Archon Shard into Uraeli? Would say put it into every other frame, sure. Uraeli can wait.
Another dead Tenno.
XPG, you're welcome, my dude, you're welcome. I'm sure D you're going to want to change that. I knew it as I was making the video. I knew it as soon as I managed to land a one-shot that D you're going to want to change that. We'll see what they do about it. For now, it works, so yeah, enjoy it. Alright, let's get sabotaging. What am I planning to do with my ire? Yeah, I'll probably just get the relics which lead to the most valuable items I can get hold of, create some sets, and sell them. My platinum is not infinite. You tired of waiting for cross save? I mean, it's not like we can wait any harder or any softer for that matter. Waiting is just waiting. We have no control over how long it takes crossplay to get here. Tier 5 hype train new target. Put a shard on Uraeli. No. We don't need to be doing that now. That would be silly. Why would we need to go to all that effort to go ahead and put a shard onto Uraeli? No. Let's just not do that. That would be a silly thing, chat. That would indeed be a very silly thing to do. Oh, I love how good the Amprex is. It is a very solid weapon. I mean, just look at that. It just burns through. I realised that my allies here, my companions, have kind of sped ahead. It's okay. I'm going to take out the Xmas units. If we got an Xmas stronghold, oh, I just got Mac procced. If we got an Xmas stronghold, I might as well enjoy the extra bonuses they can give. Am I missing any primes? I don't believe I am, no. Aside from, you know, obviously Excalibur Prime. I am not a founder. Right, just wait for them to crack this open. Flap. That should have got everything. Yes, it did. Feels like I've been a little bit careless with my little finger on my left-hand side. The one that manages my shift key is currently complaining. Well, that's not fun. I hope that sorts itself out in the near future. Yeah, exactly, Renu, but I will leave you really to last after all the other Warframes, including the ones yet to be released. She will be the last consideration, and she will be considered at an appropriate time then. I am taking a full on heat proc because my rolling guard was off cooldown because I'm using rolls for maneuverability. It's fine. We'll just, you know, follow jump to success. Is this the door? This is not the door. That is a broken waypoint. 2022 waypoints are still broken. It's fine. And there we are. One sabotage mission complete. So we didn't get any ribbon slivers there, but you can farm it. We obviously were just burning through that. You can absolutely farm that mission. It's not going to be ideal. It's not like a survival, a interception, a defense mission where the Xmas are going to be swarming, but it's still a high Xmas mission, which is going to be the best place for ribbon sliver farms, aside from perhaps opening up Requiem relics, perhaps. Just perhaps. Hello, Time War Traveler, how are you doing? Invisible Garuda is funny. Just invisible blood vampire? Yeah, go for it. Let's see. So, Bumble Drake has requested a Urali Merlina build. Why? Simple question. Why? Why do you want to see that build? What do you need to see about that build on the sortie? You're specifically requesting Merlina for a survival, energy reduction, survival, no less. Why? And you only picked it 2 minutes ago. Because you think she's a decent tank with Merlina. Well, that's not exactly the mission to measure a decent tank on. Level 65 survival is not a challenge for tank. Alright, we'll bring her out. We'll bring her out. One Merlina, which we can't model do anything with. It just has a colour. We'll bring out a we'll stick with the laser beam. Sorry, we'll stick with the laser beam. Your Majesty have VIP on here? I mean, if you got VIP, you got VIP, yeah? Hello? Just gonna queue up in case the spot opens up. Fair dude. And yeah, I suppose can't really make any other changes. That's where it sits. VIP lasts forever. Well, it lasts indefinitely, not forever. Indefinitely, because I can revoke it. But yeah, this channel is popular enough. We got VIP slots going, and you'll notice that the cost of VIP is a little bit on the high side. It's 82,000 spanners now because it keeps going up. What's a good beginner secondary that's good for Steel Path? If you can mod it appropriately to help you on Steel Path, the Gaze and Small Laser Kit guns do pretty amazingly, and you can unlock them at a relatively low level. Otherwise, you can also get hold of the Kubanu Core. You should be able to access that before getting access to the Steel Path, usually speaking. The Kubanu Core will help you out there. I have an invisible frame with a not invisible Merlina. Let's see how that goes.
Just shut down all systems and sending life support
Oh,
capsules your way.
that was not the door to go through. Hello, evil things. Prepare to be laser beamed. I have a Urali and I have just lasers endlessly. We don't need ammo here. We use hacks charge, so screw any concern about ammo. What in the world is the observe sidearm I'm using built of? So if you do exclamation mark kit guns, I actually use one of the recommended setups for the Gaze secondary in my kit gun video. For the original kit guns, because the secondaries came out first. Yeah, check out my original kit gun video. You'll see the guide there on what parts to use. I know that Urali's Aqua Blades were buffed so it could do more damage. We saw what they could do against some stuff. It's just not a gameplay style I favour. Because, compared to another Warframe, we compare to Cora, who is another Warframe that spams her ability to deal damage. Unlike Urali's here, Cora's deals damage in a small AoE at a decent distance, pretty much instantly on the target. And in doing so, she can also apply it at an even greater range by applying it to her Strangle Dome. Urali's Aqua Blades, on the other hand, it's a projectile. Like, okay, cool, wow, yeah. Projectile. Singular. A cast. As much as it may be free on Merlina, it's just not amazing. And yes, this is with the augment. I don't know if you need the augment to throw the blade, but I can't remember. I honestly don't care enough to remember with Urali, but it's just not, yeah. Not great. It's okay for a damage ability, but for spamming, which is what you need to do to achieve much of anything, I could go about. Hooray, we slowly killed Nox. Yeah, not my thing. Scotty saying, yo, no way videos on YouTube have helped me out immensely. MR11 on day 32, thanks to you, bro. Oh, cheers, buddy. Glad it's been so helpful for you. Welcome to the Twitch channel. I just fell off the map. Happens even at MR31, don't worry. What's the last audio mission? Honestly, I can't remember. Apparently Twitch has a new feature that showcases music track changes in theatre mode. Only if the music is connected up, I'd imagine. I don't imagine that Twitch actually knows exactly what music I'm playing right now, or if it's telling you. Do I remember Muzzled Dre? Yes, I do. You changed your name, didn't you? So that's why you used to have the VIP badge. You just one-shot the Arkham with my guide? Nice. Yeah, enjoy that whilst it lasts. I'm sure D, you're not going to let that remain in. Who's better, Limbo or Uraili? Limbo. Easily Limbo. Very easily Limbo. Exceedingly easily Limbo. You know. One of them can cross the dimensional rift, has the ability to not only slip into it but take enemies there and also freeze them in stasis to shatter crates in a very large area, second only to Zaku in that overall capability. And also can damage stack based on enemies in the Rift with the Rift Surge Augment. The comparison is a girl on a skateboard who can make bubbles and a couple of blades spinning around her. Compare the two. Limbo's better. Limbo is just better. No raffle? Oh, don't forget to start that running today. I am so sorry, guys. There we go. My bad on that. There we are. Now you can grab your tickets. That'll be the spam for the next 5 minutes, won't it? Now you can grab your tickets for the raffle. My apologies on that. Yeah, I'm not dying. And this is a relatively low-level mission. When you get to this tier that we're playing on, you just kind of burn your way through stuff. Oh, I keep slipping down that tiny-ass little hole that's right there. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of tickets. I was even saying, also trying to figure out exactly how fast you can get Uraili and what is needed to get her. Well, I mean, you need to get the quest done. You need a clan that has researched Uraili's components in the Vent Kid lab, whatever it's called. I genuinely forget the name of that lab, but it's a lab. Specifically for that. And then you need the resources to put it together. Am I getting sweet crits? Well, I've got an amazing kit gun and also Uraili's passive. While she is moving, she gains 200% critical bonus to her secondary. You stack that onto my already amazing kit gun and it kind of goes a little bit blur. You see, if I stand still for a bit, things will be dropping off. I also have Arcane Avenger on here, I believe, which is adding on to that as well. If I managed to find a very quiet spot to sit still and let everything time out, you'd watch those crits drop away. They'd still be very good, just not amazingly good. Oh, it's the Bash Lab, alright. Ventkid Bash Lab, of course, yes. Because we needed an entire Ventkid Lab to get one more frame. Yeah. I'm just going to sit here and burn that down. Okay, maybe not. They're actually going to kill me, aren't they? I'm not careful. We'll just kill him. There we are. Uraili should not be considered a standard Uraili. True. No, I do have a full Umbral build on here. That does kind of change her survivability a little bit. I do not recommend a full Umbral build. It is a stupid build, and it's a complete waste of 3 Umbral Former, but that is what we have. Lame Twitch chat for that one. Final Max of Bone Widow. Is there an efficient way to level mech if there is ever a new mech? It turns out, this suggestion I think was from Nightmare Frame the other day, that doing the, was it tier 2? Yeah, stage 2 Profit Taker bounty, I want to say. You can go in, do most of the bounty, come outside, and then just fight endless open world enemies there. They swarm with a lot of higher tier units, which gives you plenty of XP. So that is actually just the best spot. Stage 2 of Profit Taker. You just don't finish the bounty, instead just sit outside, smacking everyone upside the head. High level and therefore high XP. Is it mission 3, not 2? Oh, mission 3 then. I knew it said 2, someone else saying 3. It's one of the 2. I only learned about it like the other day or so. Got level ramping of about 10 levels per minute. Well, that would certainly explain why it gets quite so crazy, yeah. No, mission 4 is the Profit Taker fight. It's a 4-part bounty. Or 4-mission bounty setup, whatever you want to call it. Multiple people saying stage 2. Okay, stage 2. Yeah, it's stage 2. I only did it once. As I say, I was at Nightmare Frame's recommendation, and it worked. It did indeed level up the Necromech as we needed it to do, so jobs are good. I'm told that it apparently could have been faster if I had a fully modded Bone Widow melee, but I was not about to spend Forma on that. I did not want to. That was somewhere that Forma did not need to go. Right, D didn't put Iron Railjack missions. Well, Railjack missions already have their own unique pair of relics, or pair of prime sets you get from the relics there. So they already have their place for getting something that can't be achieved elsewhere. So they're in a good spot, really. They're in a good spot. At least for unique relic rewards, yeah. Yeah, good licks. If you take your Necromech, preferably with a group, I've been knocked down. It doesn't look like it, but I've been knocked down. Because I can't fire. Give me a moment. Still can't fire. There we go. Yeah, isn't that a lovely little thing? You can't be knocked down on Marina. You just become unable to actually do anything but move for a while. That's fun. As I say, yeah, Profit Taker, stage 2, don't do the entire bounty. You just kind of go through, kill the people inside, come back outside, and then fight the enemies there endlessly. And it'll level up your Necromech. It's about the best way around. If you're looking to do more than just level your Necromech, the next best place I would suggest will be to do survival in Railjack, where you can also get the Ash parts. Ash parts and the Ambassador parts. That's a double farm for you. Yeah, Ladybug, yeah. Your headache has become my headache. Oh, I think I just got some ribbon slivers, didn't I? Yay! Couple ribbon slivers. Lovely jubbly. And we can leave! Good. Right, let's get rid of this one. Coming through. Get out of my way. Still gonna keep bouncing off everything. Don't mind me. There we go. And we're through. Job's a good one. Is it worth leveling a Necromech 40 or is it just for mastery? For the Void Rig build guide I put out, I believe you need more than 5 Forma in total to be able to fit everything into it. So technically, yes, you do want to level it all the way to 40 and then beyond for the benefits it can give you, but you don't have to. Yeah, Crow, it's been long enough since we had a Urayli, and they get at least fashioned together half of a reason, so... There's our Urayli. That's the last we'll see of her this month. What do I think about Stynax's weapons? I've never been one for spear guns, just generally speaking. And, what was the melee? I said Stynax, does it? Nope, okay. It was a melee, wasn't it? Hold on. Slaytra. There we are, Slaytra. Oh yes, the machete. Not Stynax's weapon, but it was that. Yeah, that came with it, but it's not Styanax's. It's a machete. I haven't really looked into it too much. Same with the throwing things. I've leveled them, but then kind of moved on from there because I've been focused on other stuff so far. Oh yeah, what was Styanax's? It was a spear gun and what then? I've forgotten. Also, I see we have a request for a Revenant run on the final mission, which is a Lua Stolfer. What is Stolfer? Or Stoffler? Not Stolfer, Stoffler. Aphentis and Agrit, only spear gun. Alright, well, people are just mixing up bits now. What is Styanax's signature stuff versus what came in the same updated Styanax? Because Carl is not Styanax. Very big difference there, guys. Very, very big difference. It's an exterminate. We can do that. Only Aphentis. Alright, so it's just a spear gun. I don't really care much for spear guns. I find them clunky. Even with the change, I find them clunky. So I don't use it. Roombas? Yeah, I got a couple of them. I think it was what? 267 of them? Yeah, 267. Unless there were some more added. Actually, I've lost track. It's at least 267. Radiation hazard? Yeah, but we got Revenant. We've got a Revenant, so it's going to be fine. We'll just activate this, and we'll be invisible as well. Sweet. Speed ahead, don't mind me, thank you. Activate a quick roar as well, give myself a nice little boost. It also caught accessing that, so that's lucky, because it is a very low range roar. And now I just hold down the fire button because Amprex go burr, as y'all can see. Is perhaps even more brain dead than the Ignis Ray. However, it is a laser beam rather than a flamethrower, and so that makes it fine. Yes, Toads. The emoji is so cute. It is a lovely one, isn't it? It is a lovely pair of emojis. We've got the spinny one there, and those who have supported the channel quite considerably with the bits will notice they have a golden drone. That is only available for those with the higher tier of the bits badges. I think there's only like 10 or so people on this channel who actually have access to that, but it's there. It's a permanent unlock. Right after you get the golden Grendel. Yeah, the golden drone. The enemy here, where are they? Oh, they're above me, apparently. Where are they? There you are. Stupid thing. I just realised I haven't done the prediction. Been so caught up in all this, we've almost finished the mission. Let's just do a 1-minute prediction. What reward do you guys think we'll get from today's sortie? Because we're literally doing the final mission right now. Will it be an Anasa sculpture? Will it be Endo? Will it be something else? Click the blue spanner icon at the bottom of the chat window and make a prediction, guys. Oh. You have to look at the minimap and chat, Ken, and not the game. Oh, we might as well get the former. We'll try to get the former. Let me do it. Okay. Right, left, middle from left to right, and then it is the far left, isn't it? Yep. I remembered it.
Broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission.
Right.
Extraction.
Left. Left to right. And then the far left. Oops. There we go. That'll do its sting. A crate will appear here, and let's see if we get a former. Extra former from it. Can you say buy between months? Yes, absolutely. Yes! Bonus former. There we go. An easy puzzle to do, and for an entire built former, it's actually kind of worthwhile, you know? Don't skip that one. That is really worthwhile doing. Consider that's effectively like, you know, what, 12 platinum just gifted to you? I hope we didn't need that one alive. The Octavia Puzzle there, that one will occasionally give former. It's not a guarantee. I don't know how often it does give it. I think there might be a daily limit on it as well. But it does give you a former relatively consistently once. I've never had more than one in a day. Could have got another from the top crate. No, the top crate is only ever the Octavia piece. Only ever Octavia piece. And I don't need another normal Octavia piece, so I can just skip that one. You can trust me on this one, right, but I've done that puzzle quite a few times. Never a Reformer. And today, what I have got is an Anatus sculpture to go with it. Alrighty, there were some people who thought it was going to be a pineapple. You're absolutely right. Chocodika, gambling 1,010 spanners. Okay. Well, you're absolutely right. It's an Anatus today. So there you are. Chocodika swimming in victory there. What's that ratio? Better than 10 to 1 return there. Wow, okay, that's a few spanners. That is a few. Video and farming former through Octavia Puzzle? Yeah, nah. I've already done a lure puzzle guide, so that already exists on the channel, Cosmo. Already exists. I spam the Roombas, then you realise you sub run out. I mean, Korokop, you know what to do on that, my dude. You know what to do on that. An easy fix. When can we get a new Hydroid build? Once Hydroid is reworked. There we go. It was the same. Damn it, could have won that and got closer to getting a postcard. You could have, Chin Wizard. You gotta gamble on these things. It's completely free spanners, so, like, you know, why wouldn't you? And then, yeah, job's a good one. Right, okay, so that's the sortie out of the way. Now what we need to be doing is going and getting ourselves some ire. Spacegear has the request for a Hildren Balefire build. Hildren Balefire build. Well, I suppose we can take that as a decent combat approach. We've got a Balefire charger here. Is it actually appropriately modded, or is it still an old... I don't know. Looking at Auger Pack, this is not well modded. But we'll rock it. You know, we've got every slot filled, so who's counting? Really? Yeah, we'll just roll with this as is. No, it's a very low crit weapon, this one, so unless you're running Arcane Avenger, and even then you'd put in a lot of work, it's best to just ignore the crit. So we go for damage, we go for multi-shot. We'll notice that you've got really cheap mods on here because I should get around to form ring and whatnot, but I haven't. And I won't. Not today, I don't need it. I don't take Hildren to higher levels, so we'll just leave her as is. And Rav100, thank you very much for subscribing with Prime. I don't know if that's how I pronounce your username, but I'm going with it. Rav100. Cheers for 4 months, my dude. Ah. Thank you very much. Yeah, I understand, it's fine. Well, is that the motorbike? It is! It's not even the loudest one, either that or he's been told to slow down. Not even the loudest of them. Alright, let's see. What build have I got on here? I've got a very strength of focus build here, which would also work out for the Balefire. Means that Pillage here is going to be doing quite a bit of work, but also my efficiency is terrible. I really need to get a better Arcane Barrier. I mean, at this point, this is embarrassing. I need to buy a better one of these. But for now, I don't have one, so we'll just rock with what I've got. We'll just take it. And yeah, let's just run as is. This should be fine. Everyone's orbiters, there's definitely not enough drones here. Wow, you see, I didn't actually buy any of the drones. They just kind of end up in my inbox and I go, okay. We're at the point now, if I have any more drones, I think I would start to struggle to actually load the game though. Because it already takes a few seconds to load into my orbiter now. From the orbiter itself appearing to the decorations, there's a very noticeable delay these days. But yeah. Please tell me that's not another one, or is it the same one? What did I do to get double motorbike today? Ugh. Hey ho. I forget, I'm actually slightly concerned that you associate loud motorbikes going past your house with me and my stream. That's not the kind of connection I want established. I don't even remember this being such an issue. We never used to have this issue on stream. We never used to have this issue on stream. And now it seems to have become a very regular occurrence. I don't get it. Like, when did these guys start riding around on such obnoxious vehicles? There you go. Not a lot I can do about that one, unfortunately. Not a lot at all. Alright, tier 5 bounty. Let's get ourselves some ire. We'll do a few runs of this and then a rotate around the squad. You got paid Cora Prime Systems for an IO relic. That's a nice trade. Yup. Loud pipe saved lives. Pass on that, thanks. Doing my head in. Not to mention messing up recordings, messing up the stream. Just shaking the house at times when the really loud one comes down. No. Prediction for when the next Prime drops? No idea. They're usually about 3 months apart, but otherwise no idea. Yo, Gidlix. So, about rotating the squad, I have to drop at 8, so never mind the queue. Ah, okay then. Okay.
At my waypoint, you'll find the commander responsible for
Alright, let's get cracking on this, shall we? I don't know if teleporting over would be beneficial for this one, but honestly it's faster for me to just go. Loud motorbike saves you from stupid BMW drivers? I mean, I don't think the solution as a society we should be going for is be so obnoxiously loud that people won't run you over. I don't think that is really the solution a society should be aiming for. There's other steps that could happen in the first place. Like, maybe not such a car-focused society everywhere around the world, you know? Give people more reason to use things that aren't just their own private vehicle, that actually isn't really all that suitable for everything. Yeah. Does one get Amisha? How does one get Amisha? I believe that is. Aren't they from the... Oh dear. Well, guess I'm using Bellfire as agreed. Aren't they from the Clan Dojo? I think you get the Archlings from Clan Dojo. Alright. The one thing I don't like about open worlds, one really big thing is how it makes the minimap so big that I have actually no idea how close enemies are to me. Because I never get used to the fact the minimap is so zoomed out. It just messes with me. Also, these enemies are spawning really slowly. Like, bruh. You know, like, arrive already, please. Team's community is split on the biker issue. On the one hand, a lot of people you'll notice with a favour for the bikes, like, but I ride a motorbike. Don't tell me I can't use a motorbike. It's like, there are motorbikes that do not rattle the earth. Use those ones, please. There is a noise limit already. It's just not enforced because, well, police have better things to do, frankly. I appreciate that much. But there is supposed to be a noise limit on vehicles. It is obnoxious. Cities are loud enough as it is. We don't need someone basically dick-waving their exhaust pipe. And that sounds like more of a euphemism than it is here. It's actually worse the way it is. That's how I feel about it. Hello, Ned Flanders. Hey, dude. Just joined the stream for the first time. How is everyone? Well, you just got a rant about motorbikes, my dude. Welcome on in. We're farming up some ire. Enjoy the rant about motorbikes. Twice we've had a loud one go past today. Hopefully that is not going to be a third time today. We'd be so lucky. Oh, I just got an Arch Melee mod from a Stargate. I did not even know they dropped Arch Melee mods, but there we go. Sure. That works. Yeah, there are Gidlegs, and those people are exceedingly obnoxious. Live and let live is a very good mantra to live by. Live and let live, and if you do not let others live in peace, then you're not doing it right. That's the way I see it. Can I hit one of these? Can I? Maybe? Oh, this is going to be impossible, isn't it? With this projectile speed, I'm not hitting that. I'm not hitting that. Honestly, if cities, and just all transport in general, was more designed around allowing everyone to exist safely and conveniently, as well as reducing the need for personal transport by increasing the amount of reliable public transport, that would do everyone far better. That would do everyone far better than instead going, well, the best way to stay alive is to have a really loud engine. No one needs that. Just like no one needs a car to run them over. That is a terrible thing. Is this a TED Talk or Warframe streamer? Funnily enough, I can do both. It's possible to play this game and have a conversation at the same time. It's bound you have to switch teleport the drone or it's too slow. I mean, you can use speed frames to buff it up as well, so you can use Volt to give it a speed buff, you can use Wisp to give it a speed buff. Both of those will work wonders with the high strength build. Also buffs up your allies. It just turns out that someone told me, oh, but we can use Hildrum and Balefire. It's like, yeah, sure, we can use Hildrum and Balefire. Do we have anyone else helping to speed us up? We have Ash Prime, no. Rhino Prime, no. Nezha Prime, speeding themselves up. Otherwise, no. Yeah, if you're going onto the planes, bring a speed frame. Loki, Nova, Wisp, Volt, those are your big pickups here. Because if you get this drone stage, they make one hell of a difference. Pick your poison.
I know what to look for now.
Can anyone help me explain how I get the Revenant Components? So you get Revenant Components by doing the tier 3, 4, and 5 bounty here on the planes. You do it often enough, you'll get the drop. That's all you need to do. One part from tier 3, one from tier 4, one from tier 5. There's nothing special you can do to really speed that up, so just have at it. May the odds be ever in your favor. Oh. Does Volt speed up the drone? Yes, it does. It was a semi-recent addition. Hey, Aya! It was a semi-recent addition, like a few months ago, at most a year, but I don't think it was that long. But yeah. Alright, we need to find caches. This should be easy. It's going to be one right here. Yep. I heard it. And then there's going to be one probably around about here, if it's not already been caught. There it is. Got it. How to tell you I've done this one a few too many times. Will they sell anything new for Aya? Already have all the primes. Aya is specifically designed for prime resurgence, so unless they announce something new for it, no, they're not doing anything new for it. It is for primes through prime resurgence. Kill all enemies in the area. Well, you don't need to tell me twice. Oh, take the data mouse. Put the data mouse into console. Well, I was going to do that. I'm just going to keep shooting all the enemies in the area. I didn't get any new instructions. Nope. I am here to kill. And kill I shall. Like that guy right there. What did you do? He's gone. I do vids? Yeah, I do videos, my dude. I absolutely do videos. If you've gone here just through Twitch, congratulations. You're in like the 1%. Almost everyone here has come through YouTube, so exclamation mark YouTube for the easy link, or just check out The Kengineer on YouTube. You'll see I've got quite a few videos on Warframe now. Just a couple. If you need guides on how to get credits in Endo, if you want to know the best way to build up your Synax and Caliban, if you want to be looking to mod up various different builds, all over it. And that sound you just heard right there from Space Cadet, or Space Cadet playing it, was the excitement from Megan and Rev. Because they also see my videos. That is a player, isn't it? That is a player, yeah, that is Excess. I wondered why I was flying so weirdly. I was flying like a player, not an NPC. You tend to avoid Warframe YouTubers because they just say stuff to make content. You'll find that I am not that. These talks we're having right now, they'll end up on YouTube, they'll end up on the Extras channel as just the VOD replays. Otherwise, when I make videos over on YouTube, it's because I got something to talk about. Something important to the game in one way or another. So it'll be a guide, it'll be about the AoE discussion, showing you how to farm something, showing you how to one-shot an Archon. Like seriously, give a scroll through my YouTube channel, and if you can't, in the first 5 videos, find something relevant to you, then fair enough, I've failed you. If you can't find something in the first 5 videos that is of interest or relevance to you, then I messed up. And let me know. If there is something I am crucially missing that you would want to see on that YouTube channel, pop it over into the suggestions channel on my Discord. We got a whole proper suggestions forum for it now. I'm not going to defend other YouTubers. At the end of the day, I frankly don't care for them. People can make their own content and do it however they damn well please, and if people watch it, people watch it. Cool. I happened to open up YouTube in incognito the other day, just because I didn't want whatever link my brother had sent me to pop into my history, frankly. And when I opened up YouTube that way, I instinctively clicked onto the homepage after the video. What do I see on there but some just horrible shot reaction thing of a couple kids showcasing some toys? And when I say showcasing, I mean, judging by the sample it showed on Hover, they were just playing with the toys, and it had nearly 500 million views. I was like, why do people watch this? Yeah. Also, I've just realised I've just been running around here. We're done. I'm still just shooting stuff. Let's dip and reload because I want a new frame. So yeah, at the end of the day, people can create whatever and they'll get the views of whatever. You'll notice I do not shape myself around any other content creator in Warframe. Korokop, if there are 500 million people who meet your description there, we're screwed. If there are 500 million people that meet the description you've just given there, I'm not going to read out, we're screwed. Obviously, would say, did service to the game highlighting how long it took to farm some frames and he improved it. It took him a while to get around to Ash. But yeah, I'm glad they did basically implement almost exactly the changes I suggested for Ash, actually. I really love that. Plus some more on top. Great. There we are. Look at that. 11-minute mission. So slightly longer than the expectation I put in the video, but that's because we didn't have a speed frame. 2 higher. Easy peasy. You multiply that up by 6 runs in an hour. Just shy of that. You get about 12 higher. Almost as if the averages I give are correct. Alright, we're switching over now. Chocodika say they've never seen Nezha gameplay. Go back, rewatch the VOD and see what Korokop was up to. No, I won't do that to you. I won't do that to you. Let's bring out Nezha. Let's bring out Nezha. And I'm just going to stick with the same loadout because we didn't use it much that mission. I am, however, going to switch over to... Zedric. Just for the extra energy support. Alright, let's start the bounty and go get some more ire.
Got something. Heavy hitter like you.
From bounty, a redo, let's go. You watched Farming Time video on YouTube like a week before they made the changes. Oh, fair enough then. It's one of those kind of ones. I saw someone had watched it just moments before they made the change. They commented like, wow, I just watched this and was like, oh my god, Ash is so bad, and now it's fixed. Love it. Like, yep. I love it just as much, mate. I was waiting well longer, but I love it just as much. As a YouTube 3-year-old niece watches, would put anyone in chat to shame. You might be surprised, unpleasantly. But yeah. I don't understand a lot of what goes on YouTube. I only see my corner of it, and I don't just take it as is. There. Alright, capture target, capture target. Let me capture your face. Smack. Now this mission, this bounty bonus, is impossible to do if you have a companion equipped without switching to operator. That's where you get the bonus. I haven't done it here because I'm lazy. You basically have to stop your frame off away from where the enemies are, switch to operator, and go in and kill them with your operator, because then your sentinel or Kavat or anything isn't with you killing stuff whilst you capture the target. It's the only way around it. And it is a pain. I would really like that bonus to have been changed by now, but they haven't. So that's the way to do it. Switch to operator, and if you don't have operator unlocked, you just don't get the choice. You just fail it. Can I be your math teacher? I mean, it depends on what you're looking to learn, my dude. I do offer a monthly coaching service over on my Patreon. Now, if you're meaning that unfacetiously, absolutely, there is that option over there. But, that depends on if you or Folks or whoever wants to afford that for you.
But we still need to find the one they have.
Trying to get Nautilus, hate defense, need a better frame. Yeah, defense is best done with a group, let's be honest now. Did not mean to land heavily while storing that. I meant to teleport. So I can do this. Hop. I think most people don't realise that Nezha can actually teleport quite controllably. And it's a decent distance. It's not the most controllable teleport, but he can just fling it forwards and take himself over. There's the thing. It's just not really used that much because you have to charge cast it and then teleport over. It's not the most convenient teleport, but it's a thing. It is indeed a thing. Also a thing, Divine Spears. Everyone knows that one. Everyone knows Divine Spears. Rally book saying, wish I had math teachers that could make me realise math is cool. Maybe they'd still remember some of it. Yeah, a good teacher makes all the difference no matter the topic. I was terrible at history at school, for example. Terrible. Also, boomerang cheers. No, it doesn't damage you, it's just the screen doing it to say, hey, you teleported. It's not damage. I get why it looks that way. Yeah, a teacher makes all the difference. I was terrible at history, I was terrible at Latin at school. There is an element of natural talent which actually comes from more your formative upbringing than anything else. But it really does come down to the teacher. The right teacher can make your education, the wrong teacher can break it for life. At least until you find a way to get past the damage they've done, effectively, to your conscious, subconscious, and non-conscious mind. I believe in hypnotherapy they talk about the parts of you, the parts that could be in harmony or conflict, and how they get set up. I'd like to say I've had a lot of good teachers, which has lended me to where I am. But I've certainly had some poor ones. However, I will say that one of the worst teachers I've ever had was actually one of my math teachers. One of the worst was actually a math teacher. The absolute worst teacher I've had, at least to me, was definitely my Latin teacher. But math, one of the math ones is right up there as well.
The relic was here, and not long ago. We'll keep hunting.
Double teacher's also the reason you only speak 2 languages. I mean, you speak 100% more languages than I do.
We're near the hidden supply cache at this waypoint.
Straight up. I speak 1 fluent language. And then I know snippets. Oh, we got the cash one again, of course. And then I know snippets. Barely enough to even register of little bits of other languages here or there. The most I know in a language that I don't actually speak is in German. And even then, that is passingly good. I wouldn't be able to hold a conversation in German. Which is a shame, really. It's a very English problem.
Sign of the relic, but if we
When you are born into the trade tongue of the world, there doesn't seem to be as much priority put on to learning other languages, which is a shame.
I located the relic.
Can random German phrases stream? Nah.
At my waypoint. Go. Quick.
We don't need that. No one needs that. I'm not going to insult the entirety of Germany in that way. I'll grab the data mass. Whee! And we'll take it over here. Whee! And let's get cracking. You know what? For this next stage. But, oh, I'm still on Bone Bloody Widow. I need to keep changing that. I forget every time. Oh, I suppose I do need to level up Bone Widow still, so let's get leveling. Nope. Need to hydrate while shooting with Bone Widow. Let's do it. God, my left hand is terrible at holding a mug. What is wrong with me? My left hand knows exactly how to use a keyboard to navigate in all kinds of ways. The jumping, the crouching, the sprinting, the sliding, all the right ways. You have a left hand to hold a mug? Psh. Nope, don't know how to do that. So weird that is. Letty saying, meow. Meow, okay. Drink came here from your YouTube video about how level scaling works. Also, well, welcome in to the Twitch channel. Level scaling is a little bit bonkers in this game, isn't it? Just a little bit bonkers, but then also so is our power scaling, which is why we can manage it. The whole thing is bonkers. It's kind of part of why we love it. We can do things like flat. Okay, that would have been more impressive if the ship blew up, but it didn't. Would have been. I mean, Ladybug, it just means it's the other way around for you. Certainly if you use a mouse with your left hand by chance. I had a friend who was right-handed, except on the computer he was left-handed. Because his dad was left-handed and had the computer at home set up in a left-handed setup. And so that's how my friend learned to use a computer, was left-handed. Even though for everything else he was right. Go figure on that one. It's an entirely different set of coordination on a computer, which is probably why it confuses a lot of people trying to learn how to use one.
Take the resources.
Yes! We got some more iron. Alright, let's get out of here.
You found it. The Quills will be very happy.
Let's get out of here.
Or they would be if they were capable of emotion. Either way, I'm happy, bounty paid.
Oh, fair enough, Ladybug. Fair enough. So you're somewhat ambidextrous, I take it. I can say, learn German and Japanese for years, still not able to speak them. Well, fair enough, yeah. Yeah, I've always struggled with languages outside of English. I always have. It's just... I don't know if I've not had the right teachers, the right drive for it, because the right drive also does matter. Languages don't stick with me. They just don't. Very unfortunate. Alright, we've had that run there. Can we finally use a speed frame? No, we're going to use Titania. I know she's a very speedy frame, but she's not a speed frame in that she doesn't buff up the drone, should we have to deal with it. But the request is for Titania. Let's grab Titania for the next run. So I've heard, Cosmos, so I've heard, you know, everyone's way of thinking apparently changes, and so your ability to learn new languages apparently also changes, and there's got to be some truth to that. There's also going to be some not truth. It's my gut feeling on that one. Why is this set to... Oh, I know why this is set to blast. This was set to blast because of the Lephantis, but now we want... No, not gas. What? No. These polarities are annoying. How to fix the polarities? Right, yes. You, that, and then... go this one. Does that increase? Yeah, increases mag. That's good for me. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So now my Dex Pixie Prime, Viral Heat. Yep, that's what we're looking for. Okay, cool. I got there in the end. And says up here, Arcane Pistolier. Yep, all the good stuff. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright, let's do this.
You pay me in red. I pay
Crack
you.
Bounty. There we go.
Chop, chop. The Quills are at it again.
Yeah, there's definitely the neurological difference, Time Worn Traveler. You're very right there. Part of it as well, though, is how we learn or try to learn languages.
I would like to keep the Quills happy. Will you
Sovereign, if you have a look on the Twitch screen you've got up there, you should see the Warframe overlay button, the little yellow button. If you tap onto that, it should show you what I'm actually using. It might have a bit of lag to it, a bit of delay, but it should eventually show you what I'm using in-game. Well, someone else just jumped into my Umbrex range. That didn't work. That did not work. And I'm taking a lot of hurt now.
Interrogation complete. We have new leads to investigate.
So yeah, if you think about how a young kid learns their language, their mum and their dad are constantly speaking to them in this language. Everyone they interact with is speaking to them in this language. You will be going through the basics of learning how to speak that language through the basic books the kid gets.
The guards are
Piecing together bit by bit, you are constantly immersed into everything that that language means. As an adult, we don't try to learn that way. We don't immerse ourselves anywhere near as much and then wonder why it takes so much longer. It turns out if you are practicing something constantly, you get a lot better at it a lot quicker. And this guy, like... Is it because I'm in fairy form? Is he just... Hello? There we go. No? Excess! Come over here! You're confusing the rescue target! Oh god. I'm lovely community. Thank you, Ned Flanders. I'm glad you appreciate speeding here with them. Come on, target. There we are. That's it. Figure it out. There we go. All right then.
thanks to
Yeah.
that minor
You have to actually
leads on
take that one. That's where it goes. How does one get growing power? Best way is probably to trade for it. If you don't want to trade for it, I believe you get it from killing a certain Spectre after doing the Titania quest in the Silver Grove. Alright, let's see about finding these caches. Somewhere around here. Someone's already found one of them. Not hearing anything over here. It's probably going to be easier in my Arcwing, to be honest with you. Are they inside the cave? I don't think they are. But we'll check in here. Yeah, the cave is within the area, so it probably is actually. Yep, here we go. Oh, wrong side. I knew that. There we go. Alright, back out we go. Hey, got some more iron. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, I hate leaving this cave. How does one leave this cave? No. That'll do. Not the right exit, but it's the exit. Is this on Steel Path? No, this is the Tier 5 bounty. We don't need to do Steel Path for it. Slows us down, no point. We're here for loot, not for bragging rights. Also get Aya from Cambion Drift too? Yep. Exclamation mark Aya. There's a whole 6-minute guide on it. Managed to actually cut down the time compared to the last time I did a guide on Aya. So, you're welcome. What is going on with Aya again? Exclamation mark Aya. It's why it's in the title of the stream, my dude. Why it's in the title.
print of the relic. I know what to look for now.
I'm just going to speed around for a bit, don't mind me.
I located the relic.
New.
They're hidden.
Kill enemies in the area. You don't have to tell me twice. So, my radar could do a little bit better on telling me where they are. I'm having to listen for the sounds of gunfire. Killing in here. Oh no, they got the data mass. Wonderful. Yeah, so Prime Resurgence is back, and it's back forever. The Prime Vault has been vaulted, as someone so beautifully put it over on YouTube. So it's now Prime Resurgence, rotating every month. Aya is the way to get vaulted relics permanently. That's the way now. 2 frames, as per the old Vault style, 2 frames available every month. And D will announce when they're rotating. Apparently this is to not only address the fact that so many frames have gone into the Vault, but also to address the fact that, what do you call it? It was taking up a considerable amount of dev time switching the Prime Vault every few months because of all the assets and whatnot they've been working with. And so now they've done this, they can spend more time on actual updates that we want rather than spending time updating the Vault every 3 months. There you are. Alright, Gidlix, you have yourself a good session. Go get some XP and loot. I'm assuming that's what you mean by D&D. Imagine. Burn the ship! Yes. Burn the ship. Can Titania pick up Vault Shields? That's a good question. Someone have a Vault Shield up at the moment I can try on. No. Doesn't look like she can interact with anything in her pixie form anyway. No, that's a no on that. Just like normal, can't interact. Oh, Panzer went down and been revived. Fair enough. Could she pick it up then fly? I mean, I'll demonstrate how much that doesn't work, but sure. Let's see. Can we have another shield, please? Thank you. Can I grab the shield? Alright, they've not got the augment to let me pick up the shield. So, couldn't even try in the first place, actually. We need the augment for that.
The Quills will be very happy to hear this. Or they would be if... they would
Oh, we're so close, I might as well just fly.
Either way, I'm happy about me.
Yeah, you need the augment in the first place, and I'm still fairly certain that nah. Nah, probably not. Can I give tips for Archon defense? It's just like any other defense mode, my dude. It's high level, sure, but it's just like any other defense mode. What would you do for defense there? That's what you do for defense against the Archon fight. Works. It just works. Remember, because you're against such high level enemies and you're up against sentients, you want to be bringing some serious defenses. You can't just go in with your no defense mod Frost and call it a day. That's just not going to work. Which frame would I suggest? Partly depends on your allies, partly depends on what you've got available to you. Yeah. So if we go into the arsenal here. Good solid frames that should work well for you. Lavos is obviously just an amazing passive tank, so he'll do well. Loads of status spreading, a little bit of crowd control you can go for. An amazing pick overall. Equinox with the nuking capability will be a good pick. Wukong, if you put some focus into using tank, especially if you're using his, was it Primal Fury, the third ability? I think it's Primal Fury. Whichever it is that gives him 1500 armor, good idea there. Invis, not the greatest pick because you're not really got abilities that are helping you much aside from just being invisible. Oh, is it Defy? Defy, of course it is, yeah. Primal Fury is the place Iron Staff's stance, isn't it? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend Ivara, but you could get her to work. Should be more of a support with the dash wise than anything else. Limbo. I don't think Limbo would be the greatest pick just because of the type of mission it is, but you could work with him. He just lacks any real defense. Trinity, plenty of defense available, and also some team support. Same with Wisp. Revenant, try dying as Revenant. You are using him wrong if you do. Grendel, heavy tank. Not a lot of abilities to actually help the team, but he can just tank, tank, tank. Mesa, loads of tank. Volt, take some setting up. You can get some good stuff going. Decent amount of control as well. Hildren, again, can just tank. As well as Armor Strip. Loki, same reason as with Ivara. Probably not the best pick. Although Radial Disarm could make things a lot easier. I've never actually tried that on a very high level mission. But it did work for me as a newer player. When I had just spawning old Loki, I was trying to do the missions in the tier 4 Void. Taking the guns away from the enemies does a very good trick, so that could work out. Gauss, yep, tanks amazingly, massive fire rate buffs and also other abilities which can support the teams. That's a good pick up there. Octavia could be an interesting one, haven't tried her, but worth looking into because she is one of the most powerful frames in the game. Necros wouldn't really be my pick for this because the only tank you're getting would be with Shield of Shadows, and it can be a bit of a dicey pick up there. It can be a bit dicey, so I wouldn't recommend him. Gauss would need the Umbral mods for the tower damage. No, you just don't let the Sentients hit you with the tower damage. Job done. Better option is just not let them do it, really. Protea. Bit of an interesting one. Mixed bag there. Should be a more intensive frame, but you certainly can get her to work. I think even trying to do some synergies with her fourth ability could work out there for the cheaper casting, or effectively refunded casting. She doesn't exist, so Nezha, one of the better tanks in the game overall, so how could you go wrong? Damage amplification, crowd control, lots going well for you there, so these frames can all work perfectly fine. Titania, ridiculously powerful. Because she's up in the air as well, she can just kind of avoid a lot of stuff. She's going to be a very good pickup. I've already covered Vault. Inaros wouldn't really be a good pick, I'd say, because as much as he can lazy tank, he's not really bringing much to the table otherwise. But if you want someone who could just survive with minimal effort, yeah, he could do a good job in that regard. I just wouldn't overall recommend him. Mostly because you can usually bring things that can actually do something. Mirage can be a bit of a dicey pick. She's not got the most tank available to her usually, however, you can set her up to do a hell of a lot of damage where the enemies just don't even get the chance, so yeah, sure, go for it. Sarin, a similarly glass cannon platform. If you can kill the enemies quick enough, they're not a threat to you, but these two, you need to know how you're playing them, or you can just make them dance in your arsenal. You need to know how you're playing them to make sure you're not dying, so that's a very big part of it all. Zaku is very good at not dying generally, stripping enemies of armor, of their guns, of their sanity. They're just solid all round. Sorry, pronouns. Sevagoth, I wouldn't rate very highly for it. You can make him work, but I just wouldn't be a big pick for me. Zephyr Prime can basically be immortal to ranged weaponry, so yeah, that's easy one. Crowd control, damage amplification, sure, why not? Zephyr is a great pick. Nova, again, one of those which can be a little bit on the squishier side. You can get the 95% damage reduction ability, but with the hecticness of the fight, keeping that up could be something difficult. As much as you can slow enemies down or speed them up, whichever is your preference, I wouldn't really say should be a great pick if you are struggling with a fight. Similarly, Caliban, his defenses are lacking, so wouldn't be a big pickup for me. Hydroid wouldn't be a big pickup. Atlas can tank pretty well. His abilities aren't going to be amazing for the fight, but he can tank reasonably well once you build it up. Wouldn't be the greatest. Valkyria, very solid tanking capability in the fact she could be immortal, but it's locking you down to melee only. If you like that approach, sure, go for it. Use the talents, go crazy. Seriously, go crazy as Valkyria. But otherwise, wouldn't be one of my top picks because she is a bit limited in what she can actually do. Bit of a buffing frame, but anyone can do that. Ashe, again, same issue, invisibility, not really bring a lot to the table there. He does have some decent damage output, but overall for the type of mission, he isn't a grand option. Ember can work. If you can juggle your immolation, you can get some decent damage resistance there, you can get some good damage output. Armor reduction with the 5 procs is always a good thing. But similar to Mirage and Sarin, if you're not careful with her, she will just fall flat on her face. Nyx, one of the best tanks in the game, armor removal, major crowd control. She's a very good pickup. Harrow, another good pickup, intensive to use, but a good pickup overall. Chroma, he had his day. He had his day. He should be resilient, but he had his day. Mag, especially with the changes, absolutely incredible now. The crowd control, the shield regeneration, which is brilliant for shield gating builds and just anyone in particular, and also the fact that with her Cosmic Crush augment, she's just turning armor into nothing these days very easily. She's a great pickup. Rhino Prime, if you're dying as Rhino, you're not doing it right. And yes, I say that as someone who does somewhat frequently die as Rhino because I'm not doing it right. Don't take Banshee. Baruch, very defensive, lots of damage output, he'll do you great as well. Decent amount of control and weapon removal. Excalibur, Garuda is in a reasonable place. I'd say similar again to Ember, Mirage and Sarin, but for a different reason. You need to be careful playing her because she could be defensive, but she can also screw up very easily. So she could be good, but you need to know what you're doing. Vauban, massive amount of control, not a greatest amount of tank, but you can make it work. The sheer amount of control should work out fine for you. Right. Korra, one of the most powerful frames in the game, crowd control, damage output, pretty decent overall. You can use Minari Bodyguard as well to help save your life as a backup on the tanking side of things. Frost, as I mentioned earlier, he's got a defensive ability. Oh dear, that's weird. Can we not have that? Nope, that's there forever now. Well, Frost, yeah. He's got his defensives. He's got the fact that he can use his avalanche. Setting him up, I'd say that most people aren't really prepared for the kind of playstyle he needs compared to other stuff. It's very different Warframe in that regard. and his tank is not that forgiving overall, I would say. You can make him work, but he just doesn't quite feel it. And I'm getting a massive feeling of deja vu right now. Gara Prime, incredible. Just incredible for the kind of stuff you need to be doing on that mission, so should be an easy pickup. Jaya, I wouldn't really rate for it. Her abilities are alright, but not where you need them to be if you're struggling on that mission. Same with Oberon. And then finally you get to Night.
Because why not?
We've got Stynex as well. Korokop, thank you very much for subscribing. You're onto your silver badge now, Korokop, on a 3-month streak. Cheers once again, my dude. Huh. Really appreciate it. Nidus, one of the immortals, so obviously tanking should be fine there. Also loads of crowd control. And then Stynex, crowd control, energy generation, shield generation, healing, armor strip. He's got a load of good stuff going for him, but he is a little bit more of an advanced framer overall. In terms of you have to be using him sensibly so as not to get yourself killed. And if you are struggling on those Archon missions, maybe not a good pick then. But he is a very powerful frame once you're a little bit more comfortable. And I believe I've just run through everyone, so, you know, there you are. Run it down. All the frames I've dismissed there are perfectly capable of doing the mission, but you need to be prepared for that mission. You need to be at this level that you can handle it, and you get there by first doing it with frames which are far more forgiving. That's the way I say it. And yes, I skipped over Excalibur because Excalibur, come on. Pick something other than vanilla, please. He's just the sword guy. I don't care about the changes to him, he is still just basic old sword guy. It even looks like he's holding a sword when it's Korra's goddamn whip claw thing. It just makes me sad, honestly. Leave him to the noobs. Not for me. Alright then, let's see. We've done the Titania run. We got a request for a full strength vault with infested mobility. I don't know if I have infested mobility on my vault, but I can certainly bring out a decently strong vault build. Let me see here. Vault with 193% strength and a very high range. That should do a load of good. Better in the setups right now? Apparently not, so we'll just go with that one. It gets more strength as we go, thanks to the bonuses on it. We'll run it. Disrespecting the poster boy? Yep, now and forever. Always have, always will. We are going to rotate around a little bit now, because we are over an hour into doing some ire farming. So, Eliu, if you're still around, I know that Gidlix isn't, but Eliu, if you wanted to join in now, we can do a little bit of rotation around. Send me a message if you are, and likewise, if anyone else would like to take a spot, send me a message real quickly here, the Kenjnir, I'll bring you in. If we don't have 3 more people asking, then some of these 3 get to stick around. We'll see how it goes. What do I think about Cedo with Wukong? I mean, Cedo is very strong, Wukong is very strong. Yeah. Alright, see you, XS. Thanks for joining us. 30 seconds, they say. Well, I'll send you the invite so it's there ready for you. Take it when you're ready. Don't make it more than 30 seconds, please. And Fangy Man, is that looking to join in? Yep, Fangy Man looking to join in for the IF farm. So, Korokop just, I believe, just resubbed, didn't he? So, Cephalon Rage, if you could step aside now, please. Thank you very much for joining us for the first hour or so of the stream. But yeah, with that resub, Korokop secured his space for the moment. Just this time. One of my top 3 favourite frames, my top 3 used ones. And those, if I bring that here, sort by used, Lavos, Wukong Prime, Equinox Prime. Those are my top ones.
I'm hiring combat talent. Let's talk raids.
Alright, there we go. Try again, because it just said GG, I don't know why, but there we are. Where's that message? Game, tell me where that message is. Oh, it was oops. There we are. I'm just going to close up all tabs. It's easier that way. There we are. We got our new squad. We got our new squad. Let's do the new bounty. And go get ourselves more stuff. Can I stop rolling, please? I think my keyboard is dying. I keep rolling at random times.
Righty-o. See you soon.
I've already been double spacing randomly here or there. Now that I'm starting to roll when I'm just holding down sprint, I think my keyboard is on its way out. That's a shame. Where'd y'all get that glyph? Exclamation mark glyph, my dude. Exclamation mark glyph.
Telling me an important Orokin relic is being unearthed by the Grenian. The Quills would like this relic back, and I would like to keep the
You getting Monkey Prime the printer? Nice. Yeah, Wukong is a very, very good frame. Even with the changes, he's still a good frame. He's nowhere near as ridiculously overpowered with his Celestial Twin as he was, but he's still a very good frame.
Scans indicate
Oh, that's
that
nearby.
Rainier have a full supply cap.
Let's just find some caches, I guess, yeah. Listening as I go. There it is. Good old audio. Play the game with sound on, peeps. Does you a world of good. I don't think there was one over there. No. Oh, everyone's found the others. There we are. We're all good.
No sign of the relic, but the
We're all
Revenant
good.
will not be happy about losing those resources.
Go to a block saying probably just slowly farm Ire for next time Resurgence rotates something you need. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Don't burn yourself out getting Ire. We're getting Ire here because we can get Ire here.
To uncover the relic is
But don't forget, I'm literally streaming the game. That's a little bit different to what most everyone else doing this game should be doing. So take it at your own pace. There is absolutely no rush. There is no fear of missing out when it comes to just prime weapons and frames, because you can always get them off other players for platinum. Do not burn yourselves out on this game, guys. It's not worth it.
we have new
Nothing's worth burning out on like that. At least not game-wise. Is a Prova Riven sellable? Yes, everything is sellable. You just need to find the right person. If you wanted a more nuanced answer than that, you don't get one, because that's literally how the Riven market works. You need to find someone who wants to buy it in the first place. There's no guarantee for anything. The more time you put in, the more chance you got of selling it. How much Ire thus far? I don't actually know what I started on Ire-wise. Bit of a mistake on my part. So, I don't actually know how much we got. I think we got, like, maybe 6-ish pieces? We've been a bit slow on our runs here. Obviously, we had the sortie at the start as well. But yeah. And you can see, we are making that drone just run across the plains. Look at this. Look at him go. Anyone questioning, can Volt actually make the drone go at a decent speed? Yeah. Here you are. Here you see it in action. Sure, it's not as fast as Switch teleporting it if you got the perfect teleports, but you don't need to do some crazy teleport setup. You just do it. I'm gonna burn to death, aren't I?
complete imprint of the relic.
Oh, that's chunked my health right there. Crikey. Yeah, excuse me whilst I just switched to Operator and back to heal that one.
I've learned of an
And Berserker. Cheers.
There's the captain. Take out the guards, but be warned, the prisoner has been strapped with a bomb called.
Can't switch to Archwing whilst I'm doing that one-handed, so we'll just
You've been detected.
get into range, give him the speed buff, and run ahead.
That collar explodes. The guards are
There, I
down.
gave him the speed buff.
Defuse the collar.
Oh wait, no, we hadn't actually...
Freed the prisoner.
Yeah.
Now escort them to safety.
Come on, prisoner. You should be in range for that buff, so get over here.
Thanks to that
He did.
miner,
There we are.
new leads on the relic's location.
Yeah, Nova with appropriately set portals, with the augment for the speed buff,
I located
would be pretty much the best. But you need to appropriately set up the portals, and I found the drone to be rather unhelpful in that regard. Rather unhelpful. Your mileage will vary. Oh, that chunky sound as they all just evaporate. You gotta love it. But now we're gonna grab out the Necromech because I want to level it up some more. Let's get some XP on this thing. I think AI is stupid? Yep. In any kind of open world setting like this, AI will just get daft. All the time. It's just a thing. I got a really itchy nose today. Ugh. I didn't switch target quick enough for that charge shot. Oh well. Void Rig or Bone Widow? Void Rig. I'm just leveling up Bone Widow. Void Rig is superior. If you prefer Bone Widow, fine. That's preference. Void Rig is superior. And flap. I'd call it spawn camping, but they are literally dropping in from the sky onto demigods with guns, effectively. What did they think was going to happen? No sympathy there. This isn't a Halo game. You can't just ODST your way in and hope for the best. It doesn't work like that. Their camouflage, however, is annoyingly effective in planes. I find it easier to hit the health bars than I do to actually hit the Grenier at times.
We're in. Take the resources.
Up.
The relic. You found it. The Quills will be very happy to hear.
And that was a full bounty. Yeah, that was quick. Alright, we've not got any other picks going, so redo, no leave. We don't need to switch. We can just grab another one from the tent right here, and off we go. I know there's other tents to go to, but I know the location of this one. I just know its location. What's the best art gun nowadays? You can use a variety of different ones, but the Morsalon that you get with the Necromex is exceedingly powerful. That's an easy pickup. It's a no-brainer.
The Quills would like this relic back.
You can invest in the others if you want to, like the Kuva Grattler, Kuva Ianga, Corvus Prime if you really feel like it. But, yeah, Morsey just works. Morsey just works. What rank am I? I am Mastery Rank Legendary 1, which is effectively Mastery 31. Just a little bit above yourself there, Gunfall, but welcome all the same to both the stream and to Warframe in general. I hope you enjoy your stay, basically. And if you haven't already come from there, you can also check out all the guides that pop over on my YouTube channel. That will certainly help you get going in this rather complicated game, not going to lie. It's definitely what we call a wiki game, in that if you try to play without looking up some guides and support, you're gonna struggle at times. But welcome all the same. We're farming up the recently re-released resource Ire. What the hell of it? You know, I can get hold of it, so why not? I want it. You stopped the game at MR19? Oh. Now's the time to pick it up then, I guess. Give it a retry. Oh god. Oh, that nearly boned me to death. Woo! Okay. That got very close. Oops, look away. Let's go find some caches. Let's see. If I swing over here. Nope. There's Grot Drawl. Over here. Battle zones. It can't be that one. Here. Yep, there's one. And over this way. A lot of stuff. I'm not hearing one. New. 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 In here. Yep, there's the next one. And then one more. Where could she be? Probably down here somewhere. I'm watching that minimap like a hawk, tracking every object I can try to track. Am I looking at this wrong? No, I've missed the cache. Where is it? Probably up over this side, based on the others' locations. There it is. I did miss it. There we go, I found all three.
No sign of the relic.
You're waiting for the Paradox to come out to play again? Fair enough.
Be happy about losing those resources.
Whatever floats your boat on that side, dude. Alright, where's our next bounty? Over this way!
To uncover the relic is on the move.
Ooh, let's see if we can do this without killing anything else. Leave them to it. They're doing it. I haven't broken it yet. Yes? Yes?
Interrogation.
Full bonus. Oh, that's beautiful. That's what we needed. I'll leave my teammates to on that one. They were doing it. Hello, Calaman. I'm doing alright. Hope you're doing well yourself, my dude.
This camp is the command point for Grenier archaeological operations.
I know I say that rather freely, but that goes out to everyone. I just use dude as completely neutral, just in case anyone's curious. Everyone's a dude to me. Dude is just a word, a vibe. You got the new Revenant skin? Nice. Alright, seems we got another one of these missions. Up. Let's start destroying everything. I have a big old necromecha. It's got a big old gun, and I intend to shoot. If you're just watching the videos, excellent. Well, welcome over to the Twitch stream as well, my dude. Welcome in, Skyflare. Glad the videos gave you reason to give it a check out over here. Dude is gender neutral? It is indeed, Squirbo. You're very right. Dude, as used in most contexts these days, is gender neutral. Bro's not quite there, but dude definitely is. Come on, where are they at? I'm seeing a lot of shoots in there. I'm not seeing a lot of Grenier up on my radar. Where are they hiding? Oh, they're over this way. Somewhere. I saw a ship that flew off. It dropped people. Where are they? I don't actually see them. Never mind. I think it's just rude. Can I not hit this? Hello. There we go. That thing did not want to get shot. Pretty curious to see where they go with Revenant Prime. Yeah, it would be curious to see just how they put that together. I know that lore-wise, we just don't care about lore anymore. Yeah, Revenant Prime is going to exist just as a matter of fact, but how they go design-wise, that could be interesting. Visual design. Because the glow-up on, for example, Gara Prime. Oh, beautiful. Seriously, Gara Prime is the poster child of the glow-up when it comes to Prime Frame, I'd say. Nezure's pretty far up there, too. Stat-wise, you'd have seen improvement towards energy max and sprint speed. Yeah, I'm not too fussed either way in terms of the little stats. I think the mods make far more of a difference than minor stat buffs here or there, and especially with the Archon shards we got now, it's going to matter even less. I never really paid that much attention to that side of it. I swear I saw something that's it. Oh, that's Tower Frames. Never mind. I was like, why am I shooting a thing that's not dying? It's because we're ally. Level hydrate berserker? Sure.
I located the relic. The Grenier hid it in the armored vault at my waypoint.
Alright, let's go get this next bit. This is stage 5 of 5, reclaim the soul artifact. The data mass. Is it another defend the location one? Oh, we've been unlucky on this before. We have definitely been unlucky on this one. Alright, well. Guess we're ringing out the mech again. Yeah. You don't see Revenant with a night theme? That could work. Just gonna keep shooting my way through everything for now. But, oh, that did not have the AoE I hoped. And what we're going to do, chat, as well, just thinking further ahead with this Ire Hunt, as soon as it starts to get to nighttime here on the plains, we'll switch on over to Deimos instead. We'll do the T5 bounties over there. Just to mix it up a little. And also because nighttime here is actually kind of hard to see. Which is not the best. You know, there are precision weapons in this game, and then there is the Morzalon. You just shoot. 17 minutes till night. Thanks for the check there, Arcarcop. So yeah, we'll do another bounty here on the plains, then we'll head over to Deimos, actually. One more bounty, then Deimos. Wow. if you don't say BAP or something to that effect, when you blow up something with a big shot like that, are you even using a big gun? You gotta give it a BAP. Or BAP. Something to recognise the sheer destructive force of the BAP. Time Phantasma should be great. Remains to be seen, I suppose. Remains to be seen. And Vault unlocked. I think we got full bounty there. That's Revenant Optics, someone was asking about. And a second bonus. Cedar Swifts. Ah, well. Let's go get a redo. If Fangy Man hasn't already beaten me there, I think he has. Wait, what? There we go. Fuck. To just buy? I mean, if that's your battle cry for a Blappage weapon, Maximage, I can't stop you. I feel you could be a bit more either creative or onomatopoeic, but if you want to go with buy, sure, why not? Why not? Where's that drone? There's a drone. Boost. It just rockets off. If I just get close to it, look at that speed. Look at the speed it is going. That's pretty good going. And because it is just a speed boost, it shouldn't disrupt the AI, the pathing on it. So it should still know where to go and how to go. Whereas with a portal or a switch teleport, you can confuse the AI and then it teleports back or drifts back to where it was before restarting. So this just makes it faster with basically no risk. One of the reasons I do like over just a general speed frame. Volt and Wisp both are good for it. Also just running past those heat waves because it's nothing. Beautiful! One stage down in, how long was that? A little bit over a minute. Less than 2 minutes, that's for certain. Grenadier caches. This one is one that we can do quickly as well if we're sensible about it. There's one of them. If I go around this way, probably another one in here. Oh no, not this time, no. It's here. And then a third one. Is right there. Boom! That was very quick. Yeah, I don't remember exactly when it was added in Saminator, but yeah, you can speed boost the drone with Volt, with Wisp. There's probably others, like Zephyr, Turbulence Orbment, I think, can also do it, but it's not as reliable. Capture target. Oh, switch off the Amprex. Switch off the Observe. I don't have a single target weapon. Someone else do it. I'd kill other stuff, and I don't want to do that. I think all of the weaponry I have at the moment is multi-target. Which is not the smartest plan for this. But that's why I have teammates. Beautiful. Beautiful. We get the full bonus. Or can still get the full bonus. We also lose LU, which is not great. Let's fix that, shall we? Off to the next location. Clear all hostiles. We can do that. And now we just defend the area. Yeah, that's another correct time. Okay, that's part of the plan with this stream here, Saminator. You're always learning new things, I'm doing my job right. Either I get you guys more information, or I simply entertain you. One of those two things. If that's happening, we're all good. If neither's happening, well, I guess it's time to find another stream. I failed, yeah? Hello, Penguin. It's a built form and form the other day. It's amazing. It is indeed, isn't it? It may not be the best weapon in the game, but it is a solid one. Certainly amazing for the level you get it at. MR8? Straight from the market, isn't it? Oh, and it slaps. It's a great gun. You learn new things almost every week. I mean, I hope you learn things more often than that, just not necessarily always from me. But I get you. I don't know if necromechs were designed to constantly be jumping and floating to shoot. Certainly jumping as high as dropships, but you know, it's what I do. What I do. Hello Thieves, how you doing? I'm not sure how to pronounce the first party names, so we'll just go with these. Might even still be incorrect. Hello New Era. You sorted your heck out? Nice, Aminator, nice. Yeah, the heck build for the Archon fight, it's ridiculously simple to put together. Once you got the bits and pieces in place, bam, that's it, one shot. Job done. Get the frame, get the buffs, get the weapon, get the mods, bam. Not a skill check at all, really. Which is kind of why it's so ridiculous, and YD are almost certainly going to change that. It's alright having a lot of power, but if it's a lot of power with no skill check whatsoever, then it is pushing it a little bit for a boss fight. Even I'll admit that. As much as this is a game to be cheese, that was quite some cheese we got there. Oh, it's magic thighs. Right, I got it. I got it. Yeah, I can never tell if something is spelt weirdly or if it's actually supposed to be pronounced with an entirely different tongue. As I mentioned earlier, I know exactly one language, so it doesn't make it all that easy on me to pick them apart that way. You think D will batter the heck into Oblivion? I don't know if they'll hit the heck so much as just hitting the damage attenuation equation. Because the way they've set everything up at the moment, as I called it in the video, it ignores so many features that it basically asks for the heck to be the right answer. Headshots, heck can do that. Crits, heck can do that. Multi-shot, the heck is built on the word multi-shot. Of course it works. So if they don't want it to be a one-shot, that's what they need to address, but how I've seen other weapons perform as a result, I'm not sure I do really want the fight that they're creating there. Certainly if at the end of it, the RNG can then say, well, you did a good job, but we're not actually going to give you the Tower Forged one, because no. That kind of rubs me the wrong way. Top tier, high level mission, once a week thing, once every 3 weeks if you're looking for a specific shard, and the game can just turn around and say, you know how we could have given you a better reward, we decided not to. No, you can't replay it. You can't keep rolling the drop table. Wait 3 more weeks. See if we're nice to you next time. That? That's a design I'm not a fan of. Penguin, cheers. Should be Tower Forge from the Hunt, normal from Carl. Honestly, the whole Tower Forge thing, I don't get it. Like, if they had it where you could upgrade a normal shard to Tower Forged, I get it. But otherwise, what's the difference? Why do we have a shard variant which is just stronger? What has been done different to deserve there to be a stronger shard? Or conversely, what has the player failed at to only deserve a weaker shard? You normally put in different levels of something when different levels are being achieved. What's being done differently? The player has still had to go through all the quests up to and including the new war. They have had to gear up to fight the hardest assassination, well, supposed to be hardest assassination ever created, not to mention the 2 missions prior to it, with heavy conditions applied such as no self-revive, all of that lot, and then it goes, yeah but no. I don't get it. It's meant to be endgame. If they're going to design things to be endgame, if they're going to make changes certainly against the one-shot, then why? Hey, look at that! Bonus Ire! By doing the bonus objectives there, we actually got ourselves an extra Ire. Hella worth. Alrighty. Time... Yeah, it's going to become night soon, so we're going to dip out now. What did it about? Well, everyone else has already figured that out. Okay. Oh, I'll be there in a sec. You can see Tau Forge's reward for not getting downed. But again, you can't replay it to get the upgraded reward. It's not like with the Carl mission where you can replay to do the challenge. If they set it up that way that you could replay it and upgrade the shard, sure, but I don't think they have a setup that would make that possible. So, it just strikes me as very odd for something that rolls around literally every 3 weeks per shard type. So then say to 20% of people, good job, here's a better shard. Why? Because. And I say that as someone with a Tau Forged. Like, it doesn't seem right. It just doesn't seem right to me. What design case requires there to be a worse result for the same mission? When it's one you can't repeat. For other assassination missions, you repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat until you got your parts. That's RNG for you. Yeah. That's my criticism on that side. Right, let's head on over to Deimos now. We're going to mix it up a bit, do some T5 Deimos bounties. Let's go do the Deimosy bits. It does Redbeard the Tide, yeah, it does. At the very least, if there's going to be RNG preventing you from getting what you want, you need to be able to try again, and in a reasonable time frame. The RNG, which can't be repeated, like for example relic packs, there's only so much you can do per day, doesn't really matter because you can go out elsewhere and get as many relics as you want and as much ire as you want. That's fine. With all the Warframe pieces, all the bits and pieces. With Rivens, you can trade them between players. You can transmute your Rivens to get a different one. There are multiple different ways of getting Rivens. It seems that we get an increasing number of ways of getting Rivens. And even then, Rivens aren't in the best spot because they are still limited in how a player can actually achieve what they're trying to achieve. I have issues with Rivens overall, and they're still better than the shards in that regard. But yeah. The choice of making Tau Forged and the choice of making it 20%, no take-backsies, no refunds. I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan. Yeah, Ladybug, yeah. Although Carl's is another aspect, so all those challenges. 90 stock for a shard, can't get the shards for a while. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's see then. So, not going to take Volt out to the next one because we don't need to. I'm going to take Lavos. We don't need to escort any drones over on the over where we're going. I'm going to switch over to a different weapon. We've done enough Amprex for now. Let's bring. You know what? Let's just bring the Foreman. The Foreman's a great weapon. Why not? We're going to be doing Deimos? Yes, indeed. Yeah. And if anyone wants to get involved in the Deimos missions, we're going to do a quick refresh as well. First 3 people to say they're in, send me a message, we'll go do it. First 3 people. Yep, got my corrosive build because they are weak to corrosive over there. Red Viral Laser Beam because why not, we'll just leave it there. Delay Prime. I don't need the healing on Life Strike, so let me get some electric. We'll take strikes. We got some more corrosive here, so I could just blap. There we are, we got Fangy Man coming in. You can absolutely come still. Yep, there you go. We got spots for 2 more people to join in as we head over to Deimos. Yeah, Redbeard, that'd be one way of approaching it. That would definitely be one way. Elliot, there we go. Come on in. What did the Veilbreaker grab bag give us? You should have seen it in your inventory. The grab bag's gone now, Chocodika. You should have had it come into your inbox and then into your inventory if you actually claimed the grab bags. Otherwise, it's gone. But the grab bags, I believe there was a chance of Former, Relic Pack, a Glyph, Community Art Display, and something else I forgot. Something else. Probably decorative. Right, so, Deimos. Let's head over there. Let's switch this to Friends and Invite Only, just so we don't get some random running around circles. You got the Relic Pack? Ah, fair do. it's one thing having a reward that takes a long time to get. It's another applying a time gate to it, and it's another again saying, well, you did the right thing, but no. Also, the time gate still kicks in, so haha, come back later. It's just, Said my piece on that. Said my piece. Mother! Give us a bounty. There we go. Yep, this one here. For science. Yep, that is definitely our bounty. That is definitely our bounty, chat. Let's do it.
Unsurprisingly, you are not our only guest. A stranded Corpus agent, Latrox Un, has run into difficulties amid the Grey Strain. Latrox is useful at times. Kindly see if you can.
Yeah, I get you, Redbeard. Your idea is a perfectly viable suggestion, don't get me wrong. It's just one of the many ways they could do it, that's all.
Hello? Anyone?
Do you need to use toxin mods on your melee if you play Sarin? Yes, if you want to have a damage type that incorporates that toxin. Sarin's Toxic Lash will apply toxin separately. So, like, if you had a cold weapon and Sarin's Toxic Lash, you'll deal cold and separately toxin. Not viral. Oh wow, we timed that very well, didn't we? Rip that guy. And I mistimed that. Wow. How with this? Are there a limited number of infested we're supposed to kill? Like, is killing the pods making it slower? I don't know. I do know, because we'll head to the next one.
Oh, look! There's a hive! Nuke it!
We'll take out these bits and pieces as well. If I hit the maggot, that'd be great. And the boss makes it slower. That's what I thought as well, yeah, because we have to kill the infested. So, kill infested, not pods, might be faster. It's a really weird design, and you see it in a few places already on Deimos, which is why I believe, yeah, it could well be that here too. Looks like.
I have detected a hive nearby.
Of all the things to require, say, look, we're going to spawn them in destroyable pods, but if you destroy the pods, you didn't destroy the infested. Another design choice I'm like, is that really how you want to do it? Is that really the design that's the most conducive to player gameplay? Yeah, it definitely looks like knocking the pods is faster.
Additional reward authorized.
Because sure, yeah, it's skill in that once you know it's a thing, you know to hold fire a bit. But it just leaves players who aren't aware of it wondering, why is this taking so long? I'm doing all the right things, I'm killing the infested. Like, well, technically no, you aborted the infested. That's not killing them. Okay, that's, wow, I shouldn't have said that. Dark topic. Point is, it's a weird setup. It's a weird setup. Alright, let's start grabbing all of the samples. If I run this way, I'll grab the ones away from others and make this even faster. There we go. That speed buff is actually very helpful right now. Didn't think about this particular one. Let's kill it with fire achievement. Yeah, there's an achievement for burning the pods with fire damage. You're very right, there is that achievement as well, which again runs as an antithesis to the objectives in a number of different bounties. It's just one of those things of design, it's like, maybe don't design things to tell players to do it wrong. That would be great. If the infested is supposed to spawn in pods and those pods shouldn't be killed by us because it slows down the mission, then maybe just don't let us kill the pods, that'd be great. And let's just do a little bit of conservation on the side, why not?
Welcome to our little menagerie. Outcasts, strays, and
Now, Feather the Crow, don't do that. Come on now, you know what you're doing. Don't do it. Let's go grab all of these lovely bits and pieces over here. Grab this one. Grab this one. Oh, got beat into that one. But that's fine, we got 25. Perfect.
The information received.
Perfect. And that gave us 1,000 endo. Lovely.
My stars! Those chimeric monstrosities were never provided the remotest chance of disrupting things.
You should get some of the Deimos animal companions. Oh yeah. Even if you don't end up using them loads, if you just kind of have them in your arsenal and they just sit there, chilling, it's still mastery rank. Hell, why not?
Please keep the established perimeter secure. Thank you.
Alright, let's clear some hostiles. And, oh, we've just got to control the area. Well, you know what? Same as over on planes, I might as well bring out the Necromech at this point. This one, thankfully, it's just to keep control of the area, so we are free to just blast everything. No limit on this one. Walvens, cheers. Yeah, you can get a total of 6 animal companions from Deimos, and at, is it 6,000 mastery apiece? I think it's 6,000. It's 36,000 mastery points, which, you know, it's not a tiny amount there. That's the same as leveling up 6 Warframes. Same as leveling up 12 weapons. That's worthwhile. Controlled area, time for mech. Yeah. It's a good place to have the mech out, and it helps level it, which is exactly what I need to do as well. 2 birds, 1 stone. It's one of the greater ways to be efficient in Warframe. Find a way to do 2 things at once, and you're effectively halving the amount of time you have to farm. Or at least just making it more interesting. Have I ever ridden the flying guys here? The flying ones? How do you mean the flying ones? I'm guessing you don't mean the velocipods, they hover. The flying ones. You got me lost on that one. Where's something more for me to shoot? Oh, I'm out of sprint energy. Let's give that a moment. The face huggers? You can ride the face huggers? That just sounds weird. Elio, that's a bonkin. Oh, you do actually mean the velocipods. Alright, I would say they harbor, not fly, but sure, yeah, I have ridden them a little bit. Decided, yep, they are basically just K-drives. I'm done now. Velocipods. You almost got there. Pods, not pids. Yeah, I'm just gonna clap that one. I missed it! Wiggled to the left and I missed. God damn it. That was... No one saw that. Definitely did not just stream that miss to nearly 200 people. Angry Man just died, it's fine. And another 1,000 endo as well, that's a positive. Out, thank you. Did I carry up? Sounded... Hold up, hold up. Why am I flying continuously? No, no, no. Why am I going forwards continuously? What? I'm not holding forwards. I'm not holding forwards. Why am I going forwards? Has my keyboard finally lost it? No, my keyboard's not continuously pressing W. I am... Why am I moving forwards? It stopped. Oh, that was weird. I've not had that one happen before. Even in different modes, it just kept on doing it. That was... Oof. Okay. Game took a rad proc in the code? Yeah. Every time we stream this game, there's always another bit of bug frame somewhere. There's another bit of spaghetti pasta. There's no avoiding it, it seems. At least that time it was relatively innocuous and entirely short-lived, but yeah. I'd be fine with there being less pasta, to be honest with you. Gotta love that spaghetti. Oh, okay.
Contaminated.
Yep, we'll just do that as well. That works. That works. Alright, can we have some more enemies to shoot? Oh, thank you. Why are they up there? Begin the infusion! And let's start loading stuff up. Now they need to be inside the zone. And luckily my foreman has a decent range, which is pretty much zone range. Actually, I think I can kill beyond the zone. Yep, whoops, let's not do that. I prefer if the enemies got highlighted as well in the zone, but I can mostly tell where they are, if they're in the zone or not. A highlight would help. I might actually have that setting turned off, actually. It might be an intense effect. It's just turned down at the moment, used to know. Can I confirm that pods don't count on this stage? Well, Velocipods, no idea. Or if you mean the spawn pods don't count. Spawn pods don't count for a lot of stuff in the bounties. It's pretty much everything they don't count for. Just done. Hello, Oxbow. We're doing well. Getting plenty of iron. Hope you've had a good weekend yourself, my dude. Oh. Yeah, nah.
Confirmed target is down.
I didn't realise there was something more to shoot. Whoops. Whoops.
You exterminated both the alpha specimen and its mother? Most impressive. What?
This game is so much faster than the code it could be renamed Olive Garden.
Saving me?
You certainly wonder how many Italians worked on it.
You made it. Oh, I could
Let's go over that way.
Someone's here. I'm safe.
And aww. And slams the objective. Aww. And slams the objective. That worked. First time. Have I considered internal bleeding for forming? Yes, it works, but the infested here, the corrosive just tears through the block quicker. Why shoot them, wait for a slash block to kill them a second later when you could shoot them and kill them? Slash blocks are for when you need to bypass the armor. Let's grab that sample, thank you very much. I missed that shot because I was looking at chat at the same time. That was my bad. Okay, that's a bit out of my range. And someone blew it up. It's fine. I will just be over here killing the stuff that landed up top. How are we doing? 2 more samples. 1 more sample. That looked like a bug to me. I swear it moved. Turns out D's not even a Canadian company with all the pasta. At the end of the day, it's a game that's been in development for 9 years. You'd expect there to be no small amount of problems. And I say in development, I mean in development since release for 9 years. You know? Anything around that long is going to have issues that would need serious refactoring to deal with. Bug frame is just kind of what we have to anticipate if we want a constantly updated game rather than waiting a couple years or so for Warframe 2 to be delivered.
The sample data he just sent, for example, is acceptable.
Alright, we got Quasus and Zaku. I have both of those already, so I got some credits. That's what I got there. I got some credits. Let's find Mother and start that bounty again. Maybe we'll get higher the next time.
There are bounties. The interest.
Hold on. Yeah, these are the ones we want. Mind if I fill the 4th slot? You may indeed. Come on in. There we go. Let's see, which one do we want to do? Powerful infested entity, Squadrogonia, such day must for the core samples. We'll do this one. Can we appreciate for a minute how prime starter weapons are hidden gems? They're prime weapons. They're not necessarily amazing, but they are prime weapons. Screw you. Who are we waiting on? Waiting on Settle on Rage, that's all. We'll give him a moment. This should just be loading in. Do you think an item you can slot into frames that gives them sentience like Umbra will benefit or hurt the game? I don't know how much of a benefit it would be because you'd be switching off your Warframe into operator mode to do it. I don't know if that is going to be really that beneficial.
I have detected a hive nearby. Shoot to destroy.
At the same time, I don't see it hurting the game, no. So long as there are still limits like the energy and ammo limits to stop the frame from just playing the game for you, that would be fine. Obviously, if you're popping into operator, you're going to have to pay some attention, otherwise you would just die. I wouldn't see it ridiculous, but there is a certain risk of semi-automation there, which I'm sure DE want to avoid. Oh, I completely overshot that. That Volt speed boost is not to be ignored. Oh, damn. I just straight up left the moon. And came back again. Wukong and his clone be running around for you? Oh god, yeah, that would be problematic, wouldn't it? I imagine if D were to create a pseudo-sentience option for all frames, the Wu clone would be deactivated by your frame when you switched out. Just to prevent that level of potential for abuse. Either that or they'd just be like, lol, what, you wanted ammo? It's all gone now. That would be the other way to balance it, just, ha! Yeah, they're burning through the ammo twice as much and they're not doing anything to recoup it. Deal with it, operator. That's certainly a way they could take things. Do Wukong Spectres use their clone? I don't think they do, no. I think they only use Defy. So they don't use Cloud Walker, they don't use Iron Staff, they don't use Wu Clone. More spawning, let's get these. And is that it?
Infestation activity has dropped to virtually zero.
Oh, that speed drop off when it runs out. Ugh. You feel it. Alright, next stage, come on. Find the Grenadier Squad. Alright. Necromech ready. Let's get blapping. Yeah, Umbra no longer disables Exalted Blade when you switch to Operator. That's been a thing for a very long time. They finally got around to sorting that out. Umbra no longer disables your Exalted Blade. I don't think he'll use it, but he doesn't disable it. So that's the thing now. Another one of those where you wait for the pod to hatch and then kill it. Ugh. This design kills me every time. We don't like the infested. Why are we letting them create the things to then destroy? It might at one point have been intentional Wolvens. It is now considered a bug and therefore fixed. Go figure. Bugs aren't necessarily things that didn't happen by design. Sometimes they just happen and we just roll with it. Or they get reclassified. And someone at some point going, no, actually that shouldn't be that way. Sometimes it's for the better, sometimes it's not. For a healing tooltip. Yeah. One of the things that happens with a game that is quite this complicated is that even the intent of the developers can be a mystery to us at times. Straight up a mystery. It's why with certain changes, or generally most changes to existing content, I ask, what is the intent by the designers here? What are they trying to change? What do they think needs to be different? So that we can understand that intent better. We still have the Synax bug alone. Yeah, I never used Synax for continuous flight, like I've seen some crazy videos on Reddit. And I didn't even notice that you could use his other abilities during his fourth ability. Apparently it's a tooltip, I must have missed that one. So those went over my head, but hearing about them and then seeing the changes, I do find myself wondering, hang on, was that necessary? Did we really need to get rid of that? Is it better for the game to get rid of that? I do find myself wondering on that one. There are certain decisions in that regard that do leave me wondering. Like, brand new Warframe, all these cool powers. Oh, but wait, he can cast them in the air multiple times over? Now that's a problem. Never mind Titania that is literally in the air permanently. Never mind that almost every other Warframe can cast their abilities multiple times over in the air. No, not Synax. Can't let him do that. Okay. Okay, it doesn't ruin the frame. Yeah, ignore the Reddit threads on that. It doesn't kill him forever. But it does seem to be a strange choice. I don't know of anyone who is actively calling for the change. That's why I'm going with that. Let's face it, with the way this game is, the fact that you are repeating effectively the same missions over and over, the ability to goof off adds a lot of value. The ability to goof off really does add a lot of value, and that goes for many games. I remember that a lot of the time I played PUBG with some mates. A lot of the time we weren't playing PUBG to play PUBG for the Battle Royale survival and trying to be #1. We would split up in a nearby area, each grab ourselves some cars and just go driving. Maybe we'd land some sick jumps, maybe we would just ram into some people and actually get some loot that way. Maybe, as normally happened, we just end up getting torn apart by another squad with full sets of assault rifles and then have a good laugh and do it again. Goofing off really adds a lot of value to a game. I do have to wonder about that change with Synax. Those pair of changes, were they necessary? Even if they were the original intent, were they necessary? Hey, they've changed. They have made their decision on that one. Cue the Nick Fury quote about the council decisions, but we can't exactly unpatch the game. Say Livy. Oh, these just kill things for an amount of time. Ones do drag on. This is one of the reasons I don't really do bounties a lot on streams, is they do tend to just be the same thing for 3 minutes at a time, and then you move somewhere else and do the same thing for 3 minutes. Bullets. But it's the best source of fire, so we're doing it. We're getting some iron. I don't know how much iron I've got so far. I should probably check that. Does someone have a link for it? They did not. I am on 18 iron so far. I did get a not insignificant amount of iron prior to the stream. We're now on 19 iron. Actually, there might be even more in... Oh yeah, 19 iron now.
Hostiles eliminated. Utterly eliminated. The area is secure.
Bangy Man is down again. No! Rise! Oh, he's been revived. Cool.
Create a killing zone. Activate local
Ooh, excavators. I thought we dodged this particular stage, but apparently not.
High concentration of resources in this area. Dispatching
Where are the excavators then?
for exploitation.
Let's see how quickly we can do these ones, because this is a very slow one. Because we've got to power up and defend these excavators, and they've got 1 minute 40-second timers on them. And we're not doing all 5 at the same time. This one's going to take a bit longer. Hey, we'll handle it, chap. Let's power it up, get all the good stuff. Hopefully my jaw won't break in the process. Same old pain as usual for those who are regulars here. Same old jaw pain. Drive the enemies, don't decide to stop spawning. Don't say that. Don't say that. You'll curse me. You'll curse me and then I'll curse you. Nope, the enemies are going to keep spawning in plentiful numbers here. We're going to keep getting what we need. And it's all going to be fine. Excavator B has no power cell. Power cell. Yes. Excavator B is taking a little bit of a pounding. There we are. Did any of them have a power cell? Of course not. They are all just wailing on it. As a corpse. Ah, here we go. Power cell. B is full, C is full, so I'm not going to give that there. Go to D. And also capture an animal in the process. Sure. Yep. Burn.
Mining sequence complete.
Oh, someone else grab that one. There we go. D is now fully powered. It's just E that needs power cells. And then we just let it time through.
20 months, yes.
Robert! 20 months! 2-0! Obviously, everyone here knows what 20 is, but bloody hell, dude. Thank you very, very much for resubscribing once again. Oh. Cheers indeed on that, dude. 20. Damn! And thank you with the hydrate as well. Cheers.
Mining sequence complete.
I keep on looking at the power cells and they keep on getting taken. Made my own! Actually rolled down on the power cells. We just need to wait the 50 seconds for the mission to complete now. Burn the area. Might as well grab the extra power cell for the hell of it. It's a shield recharge. So I only realised today excavators don't have all the same shield health numbers. Yeah, I think it might only be specific to this mission. Maybe? Where are they? This one's level 48, and this one just despawned, so I can't check. Dang it. Yo, Exiled Nomad Streams, thank you very much for subscribing your Prime. Welcome to the channel proper, my dude. Huh. Enjoy the lovely blue badge emotes to go with it, your access to the supporter team lounge, and the lack of adverts you'll ever see coming to this Twitch channel now. Enjoy, and thanks again, dude. Ever seen the Fortuna Excavation Bounty autofail? Yeah, I've experienced that one. It was not fun. I will say that of the open worlds, Fortuna's is actually the least interesting field bounties to me. I know that the Deimos ones can be annoying, and I know that the Grineer ones can be buggy, to say the least. But the Fortuna ones I actually enjoy the least. Not my idea of a good time are those ones usually. These are at least somewhat active most of the time. Fortuna ones, especially solo, can just drag on. Oh, I keep on getting stuck in whatever red goop there is going around. Yeah, I think it might be specific to these bounties here for the excavator hit point thing. And it could be due to the levels they're spawning at. There might be level variation on them. Whereas normal excavators I don't think have level variation. Usually. You marking level on that? Okay. Alright, we need to kill the enemies close to this. Charge that. Kill you. Yes, drop them in the zone. Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. Give me some more. Yes. Give me more. Give me. That's it. I said more. Good thing. Standing on it is basically the way to make sure you're shooting in the zone. What do the pillars do? Weird stuff. I've never memorized all the different things the pillars do. Honestly, it's really best just to check the wiki for that one. They do a bunch of weird stuff, and I don't think there's any easy way of memorizing it. They just do. Nope, that's out of zone. Is he out of zone? Oh, we've done it.
Main event has arrived. Here's your chance. Kill the target.
And let's kill this thing nice and quick. Lovely jubbly.
Eliminated. Congratulations.
Had no idea the flying sacks had a weak point? Yeah. It takes a short while for them to reveal their eye stalk. We just got 2 Quassus blueprints for the same bounty.
Slain.
I've got 3 in total now. This
Victory nonetheless.
is just pain. That is just pain. Alright, mother, give us another.
There is so much to be done.
Let's mix it up. Let's do that one. Yeah, the eye stalk that comes out the bottom of them, that's the one you want to be shooting. And they are weak to corrosive, which is why you bring corrosive. Most things here are weak to corrosive.
But ultimately they are not the infested, and we need all the help.
Rare
we can
reward?
get.
I know.
Kindly locate and assist a stranded squad of Grenier.
Excuse me.
Rest assured they will be non.
If we could trade in the, what do you call it?
To destroy it.
If we could trade in the Quassus blueprint for some standing, that would be nice. Otherwise, it really is just a credit reward, and that just feels rough. Hey, Warframe in a nutshell. Oh, you already got this reward? Here's a token amount of credits. Do one. You got 13 blueprints home for the Quassus? Let me just check here. Let me just check here real quick. 15. Only slightly more, but fair enough. Suppose I don't do that much in the way of bounties here. Oh, that speed buff. Every time. Why am I holding my Simpsons scanner? What? Did I must have hit the hotkey for it. Must have. Trading in blueprints for elephant standing would be nice. Yeah, like we're getting it from them as a reward. So it's basically saying, can I get store credit on that? Either that or an NPC which takes all of these additional rewards from all across the Origin system and gives us a different resource instead. Similar to how Barrow takes all the prime parts no one wants. You could have an NPC that takes various open world and assassination boss parts that no one wants. You trade your 500 Harrow Chassis BPs for 500 Endo. I mean, it's a terrible exchange rate, but mood. Definitely a mood. That's a bit weird. Spawn sideways. Let's just burn. So this pillar right now, it's been activated and it's doing that. And what that is this. And this is a thing. That's literally as much as I know about these pillars without going to the wiki. It could be one that's repulsing them, it could be one that's generating energy or something, or I don't even know. I just see it pulsing and that's all it tells me.
They don't normally like asking for help, you know.
Some for credits, you have more use for credits? I mean, not the number of credits they give, no. A few thousand credits really does not achieve anything when you're at the level of having spare Quassus blueprints. Spare Colossus blueprints is the definition of I do not need a few thousand more credits, thank you. But hey, it is, again, another part of the RNG drop tables. At least we can replay it and try to get something that we did want. Not ideal, but it's the gameplay loop. If you didn't want that at this point, you'd be playing a different game. The ability to at least trade in the undesirable items to something else, that would be nice. Oh, we've had that chat, Time One. We've had that chat. Using pick a frame to highlight a message is a weird flex of points, I guess, but alright. How about Aya for 5 Void Traces exchange rate? In that case, whilst it is an exceedingly low exchange rate, I can see why. That exchange rate is, look, okay, mate, you don't want to open up any relics, you don't want to trade people the relics, you don't want to do anything else with it. You just wanted something. Sure, okay, fine, here's some Void Traces, shut up. That's what it comes down to. In a limited manner, Wolvens, in a very limited manner. It is not for meme suggestions, it is for actually seeing a certain approach in practice. If you don't have a proper reason for picking it, it gets declined and you don't get your points back.
Target eliminated. Congratulations.
So you can't just say the name of a frame outside of the sortie. You need to actually put something behind it, Wolvens. Read it. If you open up pick a frame, let me read it out. It says, request a frame for the next mission and what you would like to see, e.g. Lavos Mecha build. Troll picks and inappropriate choices may be declined. It does say it. I know that only 1 in 3 people read, and that 1 in 3 changes for different things, so in the end no one actually reads everything, but come on. And destroy the tumors! We'll make our way through. Where are we looking for them? Come on. This way. This way, this way, this way, this way. Here we are. Got it.
Wow, you were quick.
Yeah, Aya's permanent now. It's always here. I mean, Warbeast, at the end of the day, the design is quite clear from that to me. It's D saying, look, we don't want you just taking your Aya and getting instant rewards. Aya, like relics, is, okay, here is another mission to go and do, then you get your reward. The trade-in of Aya for both ducats and void traces is saying, well, if you want to skip the mission, here is the wooden spoon. You don't get a full reward, here's the wooden spoon. That's what you get. Because you've chosen not to play the mission. You have forfeited the ticket to the mission, which is otherwise getting the relic. So yeah, from a gameplay design perspective, I absolutely see that one. It's meant to be insulting low, because it's telling you, look, no, the point is to go open the relic. That option is only there if you really, really don't want to. Alright, we got 12 samples, first round. So if someone has the power core somewhere for another. Wonder how many weeks it's going to take 5 shards for every frame. 5 shards, 50 frames, not counting variants. 250 weeks. 125 because Carl. Plus a couple because it's a while to get to Carl's stuff. So, in the region of, you know, 2.5 to 3 years, during which time more frames would come out. So, closer to 3 years. If you put some into... If you're looking to get more of one type than another, it's like if you want more reds than blues, then up it goes even further. But then, you won't need a shard in every single frame. You'll be able to mix and match and pick out your your mainframes. Yeah, you're looking at a couple years. It's certainly a bit of a grind. And Forge, no. Just no. We've been there. No.
This data is excellent. Excellent data.
Blue Shard doesn't seem that helpful. It's got its place, Penguin. It's got its place. They all have.
But that wasn't long ago. We need to keep searching.
So I'm afraid you wouldn't use a shard on?
I
Yeah.
have a positive fix on the Grenier beacon. Please.
Alright, let's go do this final stage of this sortie mission, this bounty. We gotta outkill the Grenier. And of course, Bone Widow's in big right now. At least Morzalon on an Ekemech with continuous recharges the big right now. And to kill the infested, not the pods. Pods are not infested. Pods are pods. I know I killed some pods there. I didn't mean to. I thought they were going to pop. Just another one of the things on the list of things I would change. Pods count as infested. Or pods can't be destroyed. One or the other. Reactant would be removed. Pods would count or just not be damageable. I prefer count because of the achievement that's set to them. Just not mess that up. Up. Once removed reactant? Yeah, reactant is a problem mechanic. It doesn't solve what I think it was designed to solve. I don't see a problem that it does actually solve. However, it does create problems, certainly in lower population scenarios. Scenarios with late joins. Things that you, as a player, can't really get around. If D's game fails to matchmake you with enough people in, say, an Interception Void Fisher, it just creates a problem. If D's game chooses not to spawn enough corrupted enemies, it creates a problem. If D's game matchmakes you with a team that's basically already done the mission, because it's not taking into account load times, it's creating a problem. Reactant creates problems, and I don't see it solving any. I may be wrong on that. There may be problems that it is actually solving that we can't see. Maybe the game will be overrun with bots or something if that was removed. Honestly, I don't see that happening, but my perspective might be wrong. But from the perspective I have, it looks like Reactant could be removed from the game. Or at least removed from the requirement to open up a relic and get a relic reward. It could be removed from that without hurting the game. Purely leave it as the Void Reactant buff yet. We've not done the bonus on this one, so we're not going to get the double reward at the end. That is unfortunate. But then, it's probably going to be another boss's blueprint. Reactant adds an extra objective or challenge for fast endless fissures, like Privation Disruption. It does add something else you need to do, which serves to slow them down and pushes people towards the capture missions, which are even faster. If they wanted the missions to be slower, why do capture void fissures still exist? You'll notice there that there is a disconnect between one design and another in the very same feature. Is it daytime over on the plains of Eidolon yet? I'm kind of done in Davos. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of done here. Capture fissures go better because of Titania. Not just Titania, various speed frames will easily whiz through it all. Be able to use primaries on Marlena. That would be nice. You know, they recently added it to Volt and his electric shield. That would be nice to give Urali the same treatment. Cetus or Fortuna or Deimos for Aya? Exclamation mark Aya, Vital. Exclamation mark Aya. You'll find your answer right there. How much did we get in total? We got 3 during that. 3 in total. Could have been better, could have been worse. We'll take it. Alright. I'm going to check if it's daytime over on the plains. If it isn't, I will have a look at Fortuna. We'll mix it up with that. I see Wolvens. Yeah, Wolvens, you had the request for gals. Did Wolvens have a request behind that, or did he just go in the end? Refund back. You know, I'm just going to refund that one. It's been away for a while. I'll just refund the points. Never actually gave a particular reason behind it. Let's see. So, nighttime, daytime, day in 5 minutes. Ah, so close. 5 more minutes. We'll go there anyway. It'll switch to daytime soon enough. Well, let's grab Wisp this time. Ah, fair enough, the Wolverines. Fair enough. Yeah, let's grab Wisp. Decent duration, decent strength. That should do fine. Yep. Should have fused reservoirs on here as well. Yes, I really need to finish forming this. I've got an empty slot, and that needs sorting, but not right now. Oh, and I... stick with corrosive? No, I'll switch to my standard build. Standard forming build will be better here. Never mind, we're using Stynax. I wanted to use a speed frame! God! Ah! Okay, fine. Stynax. Excuse me. Stynax it is. Have I finished actually setting him up? Because I put the builds together for the video, and then that was on the test server. Is this the build? I think this might be the build. Is this the build, or is this an incomplete build? I cannot remember. Yeah, we'll give it a try. I think it's a build. Fine. Alright then, once again, if you would like to join in on these missions, we're going to head down to the Plains of Eidolon. We're not going to spend a huge amount of time there, but we are going to be there for like next 25-30 minutes, something like that. If you want to be joining me on the Plains of Eidolon, send me a message in game. I'll bring you into the squad. We'll go get ourselves some ire. I'm just going to head down to Cetus now. So people have been saying it's more efficient to farm steel path fissures, get a load of essence, then purchase packs. What's my thoughts on that? How much steel essence are these people farming? Have you watched the video, Zaz? Or Zazu is that? Have you watched the video on how to farm ire that I put out? Because if you haven't, watch it, you'll have your answer straight away. And if you have, and you still don't have your answer, we'll talk it further. Seriously, watch the video, you'll get your answer. And by the way, guys, if you don't know how to actually send me a message in game to join in, !join, will give you everything you need to do that. !join. Deimos bounty's best because they give you some endo as well. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I just get a little bit tired of fighting the infested, to be honest. I just get tired of fighting them. So many detailed videos? Yes. That's literally what I do. And if you appreciate those videos, then by all means, show your appreciation. Support me in what I'm doing. I am a full-time content creator, so it is literally the support from you guys that enables me to continue doing this. Fun fact, for all the videos I put out, for everything put together, if we combine together any sponsorships, we combine together YouTube adverts and Twitch adverts and subscriptions and bits and everything all combined, I don't even make half a penny per view on average. Not even close to half a penny per view. So if you appreciate what I'm putting out there, it really doesn't take much to show you support. But it's entirely where you are willing and able. It's pronounced... I'm sorry. It's pronounced Kshasa? Like Mount Shasta, but without the T. Shasta. I think the K might be a typo there. It's pronounced Shasta? 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 Chassa. I'm gonna go with Chassa, but that might not be correct. At this point, I'm really not sure. Might be Chassa. Chassa? Yeah, maybe the K is it. Chassa. I'm gonna go with Chassa. And if that's wrong, sorry, I'm too English. There is a limit to how well I can pronounce things, which just non-native, frankly. That's the way to put it. Non-native to myself, yeah. It's Xhosa. Xhosa. Yeah, there we are. Okay. I'm gonna forget that anyway, but I got it once at least. Can't say I didn't try. Keep going. You can do void fishes in steel path. Yeah, you can do them. They are indeed a thing. They will give you additional steel essence for each relic opened as well. Still not going to give you loads of packs. I never activated a bounty. Oh, we'll activate it out there. It's fine. The K is almost silent. I mean, you'd think that if you googled Kengineer, yeah. You'd think that if you googled Kengineer. Alright, what's going on over here? What's going on over here? What are we doing?
You pay me
Steffi.
bread. I pay you in
I know I forgot to click thing, but there we are. Thingy thing. Come on. Survival with the endless bonus is good. It's an option, yeah. It's an option. I think Kuva survival kind of wins for survival's actually paying out anything.
Hanzu is right. We must create chaos to draw this
Okie dokie. Let's locate the fallen drone. Wow. Give it a quick hack because vulnerable. Screw their armor. They're not allowed armor. Taken away from them. No Nama armor. And we got a speed frame on the team, which makes life all the better. Look at us, dodging and weaving past all these enemies. Speeding our way through. They don't even put up half a resistance at this level. The kit gun I'm using, can it compete with the Latum? If you build the Latum correctly, it will just destroy everything, so no. However, the Gaze kit gun is lazier to use. You point at one enemy and it'll kill 3 of them and continuously chain for you. You don't need to be aiming for headshots, you don't need to be switching modes. You just kind of go for it. I mean, headshots help, but you don't have to. It's also a status monster, which is amazing for just how far that can take you. But yeah, this kit gun isn't as powerful as Latum, though. It's just further evidence that you don't always need to be using the most powerful thing in the game. When you're not doing the tippity top of the missions, you can use what you find more fun to use. Ampric's best crowd control weapon changed my mind. Noob Core. Because rather than slightly stunning them and them coming out of the stun before the electric proc finishes, you instead turn them all to shoot each other with radiation procs. That lasts the entire radiation. And will also distract enemies you've not even hit with the radiation, because those other enemies will shoot the radiation proc enemies. So for crowd control, Noob Core is probably the winner. It'll also kill them like instantly in most levels, so double winner. Deactivate the rally point. Throw that just because I can. Is it going to hit? I think I missed. Not that it matters. It's going up, not down. They should have 3 times iron to the isolation vault drop table. I mean, they could add iron to more places. I wouldn't be against them adding it to more places, although give it at least a month so my video doesn't instantly go out of date. Thanks. But I don't know if any amount is really required anywhere specifically. It is, after all, basically just vaulted relics. Ire turns up where vaulted relics turned up, plus Zariman bounties to add something to that as well. That's it. That's all Ire is the replacement for vaulted relics, so they no longer have to keep updating the drop tables and assets every time. They just update one single shot when there's a rotation. That's all Prime Resurgence is on a mechanical level. A replacement for the rotating assets. Also helps players get access to stuff that's been released for a longer time, so it's a benefit to players in that regard. But there's a huge mechanical benefit to them. A huge development and coding benefit. This means we'll get out of relics sooner. I'm not sure what you mean by that, NFStel. I mean out of relics sooner. Does it replace it every month? Nope, still not picking up what you're putting down there, my dude. Still not picking up what you're putting down there. What did you actually asking?
We've captured the camp. The commander has retreated to a new position.
Alright, next location.
The commander has requested.
Yeah, once people get used to Ire being a thing that's not going to just run out, they'll get used to the fact that you can just farm at your own pace, get what you get. It's not really any different from the usual Prime Vaults, except more changes means you can farm stuff more often. But if you find yourself struggling with fear of missing out, you need to reevaluate what you were trying to achieve in the game. Don't try to get everything the moment it's available. It's fine for stuff to fade out and you pick it up again later or buy it from another player. That's okay. You're not missing out. The primes still exist. Don't let FOMO control and ruin your game. It'd just be silly to let that happen. The game will always still be there. When you remember that, when you get that figured out, the farm for Ire and any other resource stops being quite so dramatic. So you're saying, I think there might be... Doesn't this make Vaulted Relics lose a lot of value since they're rotating back in a lot? Vaulted Relics will be less valuable, however, you've got to remember, we're going from 2 unvaults every, what, 3 months? To 2 unvaults every 1 month. It's 3 times faster. But there are still dozens of vaulted frames. There's a couple dozen of them. So the vault's still going to be a vault. It's just a vault under a different name that doesn't last as long, so rotates quicker. So per year, more things will be unvaulted. But it's still not going to be everything. Can that kill that? Didn't seem to. Hello, Sharadita. Love the vids. Welcome in. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. Welcome to the Twitch channel as well, my dude. Welcome on in. Oh. There's a thought. Can I do this, switch that, hover up, and then... Oh, I don't think I can. Right, let me try it again. So I can 4, switch to this,
Take the resources.
switch back,
Radio chatter indicates
and no, can't use the 4. Have to land even from Arcwing. Have to land from Arcwing before I can use the 4 again. Got it. Yeah. Alright, next stage, this way! Kill the enemies in the area again. Oh. Take the thing. Oh, it's a different one. Good, good. It's destroyed supplies this time. 3 times faster gives you 1/3 the time to farm. If you look at it as 1/3 the time to farm, sure. You got to remember as well that the relics don't vanish. So people who have already purchased them will still be able to sell you the stuff. People who have already opened the relics for the gear will be able to sell you the stuff, and you'll be able to sell other stuff. That's the whole point of trading. Everything is available, or near enough everything is available at all times through trading. Which balances out the RNG, balances out the FOMO. removes all that concern. If there weren't trading, then yeah, it would be a genuine concern. Seriously, rotating around where you'd have to effectively get a whole new prime set every 2 weeks as a newer player, god, that would be terrible. But that's not how it works. So unless you actively choose to ignore the fact you can trade, FOMO doesn't have to be a thing for all the mechanical stuff in this game. It just means farming something else and trading. And the further you get through the game, the less you'll have to unlock, the less you'll feel the burn of, oh, it just got rotated out. I haven't even paid attention to the most recent prime vault that happened. It just kind of happened around me. Because I got the primes. Yeah. I do think that Prime Resurgence is overall just a positive for the developers and for us as players. It is just a positive overall. And I think ultimately the greater issues comes down to players needing to recognize when they're being affected or allow themselves to be affected by FOMO and actively fighting against that in themselves. To not be taken in by it. It's the best you can do for yourself. Alright, let's go activate one more bounty. That's over here we like to use. Do new primes follow the normal release order of frames? To a degree. There is some swapping around that DE will do from time to time. So like Korra came out later than expected. We suspect to synchronize with Tenocon because she was kind of a bigger deal. But mostly, yes. The next prime is typically the oldest frame without a prime. Typically speaking, yes. And then as a result of that, at that then point, once the new prime is released, the 8th newest prime will then also be vaulted, because there are 7 new primes and the others are vaulted. Alright, kill the enemies. Bop! Got him. How about the rest? Did I hit this from here? I think they all just died anyway. Yeah, they're all just dead. Still saying one thing, need to know the next prime frame will be with Ire or normal relics. So the next new prime will be normal relics, just like with Garuda and Korra prime at the moment and 5 others. Whichever the 5 are, I can't remember. The new frames will always be in the normal relics available throughout almost the entire star chart. Ire is only for unvaulted frames, the frames which were released, cycled through, sent into the vault, and then brought back from the vault. Only those will need Ire. Yeah, you can cast Stynaxis 3 in the air as well, it's fine. Stynaxis 3 also continues to be active, which means it affects your arc rate. You can see my energy is going right up at the moment. Although I should probably recast it into allies, so they also get the benefit. That'd be good. Whoa. All of the javelins! Has a nasty animation lock if you cast it while standing still? Yeah, fair enough. I find myself surviving quite fine at the moment, so the minutiae of optimizing this play, you'll notice, isn't really crossing my radar right now. That's fine. It just means we are at a high level in the game. This kind of thing is rather manageable to us. You're actually faster than your projectiles at this point. Vault trailer moment. I missed! There we go. This is complete overkill, but I'm doing it anyway. Oh, I'm out of energy. No! There we are. Ta-da! That should hit something, surely, right? Right? That hit nothing. Oh, God. There we go, that's fine. Can he still gain infinite height by spamming his one whilst aim lining? Well, you run out of aim glide eventually. But yeah, you can kind of spam it. I've just run out of energy. You just can't cast it during his fall for the flight jank mechanic you can get. There we go. Tore through them lot. And launch another wave, because why not just keep casting his ability, you know? Why not? Yeah, I don't know if the multiple genders, a pair of males, then pair of females, pair of males, pair of females thing for primes is actually an intended thing, or if it's just kind of how they've lined up for a while. I don't know if that is something that D intends to keep as a process. It certainly sounds very limiting to decide ahead of time so far that it must be male, male, female, female, male, male, female, female. That just sounds weird. It's a design.
We've captured the camp.
To limit themselves like that.
Has retreated to a new position.
I don't see it. I don't see it being a thing they'll keep to necessarily.
The commander has requested a supply drop to quell unrest among his troops.
Alright, let's go find the armored vault. Kill the enemies in the area as per standard. Oh, okay. Dodgy one. Hello. Okay, you're in cover. Slightly annoying. Oh, and you took me out of my Arcwing. Of course you did. That turret has never been so BM before. Correlation is quite high. And there is a correlation, sure, but I think you're selling over frames a bit short there, Krizos. Or maybe I'm having too much faith in humanity, yeah, and that does happen from time to time. I've seen where people's minds wander. I shouldn't be surprised at this point. I've also seen the population, or should I say gender distribution for Warframe. Yeah. You recognise my name, but you don't know where from? Well, I've been featured on Primetime 3 times. I have put out videos which includes the longest frames to farm. That's got over 500,000 views. You probably have watched that one. Otherwise, there is the entire rest of my YouTube channel as well. That kind of makes a little bit of noise. You might have seen me in here, so leveling up something ready for my next test. Oh god, I just got a vault speed buff. I'm gone. It's kind of mad how much speed that gives you in Arcwing. You just yeet. I could do that too. Just Necromek firing its heavy gun. Yeah, I can go full auto. May not be as powerful or impressive, but I can do it. I don't think I hit anything with that one. They're all dead. No full auto in the building. Hey, sick reference, bruh. But we're outside. And I have a full auto ability, so, you know.
Take the resources. Radio chatter indicates falling morale within the premier ranks. That's bad news.
Alrighty, another stage down. Not much more to go. And speaking of which, seems we've only got 2 more stages to go on this one, guys. Just a quick reminder to everyone, if you haven't already done so, make sure you grab yourself a ticket for the raffle. We give away 75 platinum to someone on any platform, PC, Xbox, PlayStation or Switch. Exclamation mark ticket to be in with a chance to win it. Anyone can join, equal chances, don't matter if you're VIP or just joined here for the very first time. It could be your first message on the channel that wins you it. We've had that happen before now. Is Redeemer a good melee? Redeemer Prime is better, but yes. It doesn't act much like a melee when you're using it normally. It acts more like a gun, hence gun blade. But yeah, it's good. It's powerful. It has for a very long time been a highly desired weapon, for example, for Eidolon hunts, because of its sheer power.
The drone is ours. Analyzing data stream.
Drone sorted. Lovely jubbly. Delete everything in this immediate area as well. And you know what? Seeing as I was out of tea, let me just get my second tea here.
Commander is in the area. Scanning. He's hiding. Okay, Ted.
Lovely.
See if you can draw the commander out.
Draw the commander out. He's over this way. I swear we've done this entire bounty in just this one small part of the map. Feels like it. I think we need to go inside for this one. Yes we do. Just do a general destruction of the area. Level up some Steinax. Maybe there's more enemies out front? Maybe? Is this the way out? This is... Oh, I always get lost in here. What's the way out? How do I always get lost in here? Is there just like... there it is. I always just run around this ledge. Enemies over there. Oh my word, with the Volt speed boost. Look at how far I've just gone. I'm out. I'm gone. I just left the map. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll just send you to space. Keep going, Potato Cannon. You'll get it. You'll get the Octavia piece eventually. Just gonna generally strike the air and hope I hit something. I did not. Turns out that blind fire spamming last stand doesn't actually do a lot. Oh, where's some more enemies? Are there more down here or something? Because I keep on hearing the noises of them, I'm just not seeing them. Here we go. There we are. That'll draw out the target. I'm curious where Steinax will be on the farming time rankings. By the looks of it, he's not going to have a farming time ranking so much as a you must level up the Syndicate that you're going to be leveling up anyway by just doing the Carl missions for the Archon shards. So he doesn't have a typical farming time. Also, he's purchased from a shop. Much like how Lavos is and Baruch is, and I don't count those ones in because it's not an RNG farm. It's farms you'll be doing regardless if you're trying to progress everything in the game. Did I test Redeemer Prime against Archons? Yes, it was nowhere near as successful as we hoped. Not even close. Alright, yeah, that is that full bounty complete. Let's dip out of here, guys. Can you get more Carl currency per week than the challenges offer? No. What you see is what you get. That's it. Have I fully grinded out Vent Kids rep? I have got to rank 5 with them. I haven't unlocked absolutely everything they offer, but I have got to rank 5. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful wrap up there. What were we farming for? We were farming for some ire. Because why not? I did release a video earlier today on the different ways you can farm ire as quickly as possible. This is one of them. Yeah, we did it. GG's all around on that, guys. GG's. Did that level my Steinax? Not quite. Ah, well. It's never really been known as a place to level up Warframes, so it's fine. Alrighty then. This is your last reminder. If you want to get yourself a little bit of platinum, a chance to win it is waiting for you. Exclamation mark ticket for a chance to win it. When is the Archon Weekly Hunt turning over? You can see that on your screen when you go into the game, Penguin. So up here it's got the timer on it. You see that's another few days away. That'll be rotating away in a few days. Yeah, this is the last opportunity to get the ticket. If you don't say so now, if you don't get one in the next minute, I'll just be closing the giveaway and choosing someone to give it to. How much was I able to farm today? Like I said, I've done some earlier, so I've forgotten what I started on. But we're on now 23. 23, which when you consider I estimated 10 per hour. And we've done about 2.5 hours of not exactly ideal farming. We've had breaks and gaps to change out builds and screw around with stuff for the hell of it. Not even having a speed frame in a couple missions. So that sounds about right. That does sound about right. Going to reminding everyone what the giveaway is, sure. I believe raffle is the... Yeah, raffle and giveaway are the same commands, aren't they? I set them up sensibly. Hello, Dreadstalker. You've come at an interesting time. Quickly, exclamation mark ticket for a chance. Bounties are the best variety, that's what the video says, Korokop. But it goes into more detail than that to let you know all the fully ins and outs. If you're tired of bounties, where else you can go and for how much you can expect. What's your question, Dreadstalker? What's your question? Whilst people grab their last tickets, what's your question, dude? Didn't mean to squeak my tea, but there we are. Don't know if that came up on the mic. Long question? Yeah, you got to give people the chance to type it. That's one of the downsides of supposedly live text responses, is that there is that delay. Like waiting for someone to reply from the moon. What's damage? Damage is the removal of hit points. Last looking mug? Cheers. It's not my usual one to go for. It's just... This one's out of tea, so that's why I'm onto my Tars one. That's why I'm onto this one. I think this was Manan's. Yeah, this was Manan's. What secondary is working better with Glaive? That is an almost impossible question. Yo, Dicture, thank you very much for resubscribing. You're up onto 11 months now. One more away from the full pot. Dicture, thank you very much for once again subscribing with your Prime. Cheers. And Snake Raid as well for the hydrate. So yeah. What secondary is working better with Glaive? I mean, I presume you mean what is one of the better ones to use with Glaive. Basically, just anything that puts a single proc of viral on your target is going to be good enough, because honestly, you don't need anything with it. Glaive Prime here can solo almost every bit of content in the game. You don't need anything else. If you want anything else with it, any standard primer weapon will do you just fine. So you can use, for example, Gaze Kicker or the Kuvanuko. There's an exceedingly similar role there. You can use, for example, the Epitaph. You can use, for example, the Spore Lacer set up for a status build. Just something that can pour out the right kind of statuses you need. That's all it's going to be if you're using any secondary with it. The only other thing will be if you come across an enemy which is resistant to whatever your glaive is achieving. So if it's a very status and damage resistant enemy, if you need to go for precision headshots or something, you could go for a precision headshot based weapon, but you'd probably be using a primary for that. Let's be honest now. You'll probably be using a primary. Glaive Prime pretty much just... It doesn't need support. It just works as is if you build it correctly. That's all there is to it, really. And Revan, thank you very much for the 13 bits. Cheers, dude. Really appreciate that. Alright, that's enough chit-chat. That's enough time away from it. Let's see about who is winning today's Platinum giveaway. The winner today, out of the 96 entrants for that bit of Platinum, is Andrew445. Andrew445, congratulations. You are the winner of today's Platinum giveaway. I'll be contacting you here on Twitch in the next few minutes after the end of the stream to get a hold of your Warframe username and platform. We'll get that sent over to you there, my dude. And to everyone else, thank you very much for joining in once again, but don't go anywhere just yet. We are going to be raiding over to another part of the Warframe community. Who are we going to raid today is the question. Who are we going to raid today? Let's see. Who is actually streaming? I mean, that's kind of an important detail to find out who we can raid, isn't it? Who's actually streaming? You're very welcome, Dagrilla. You are very welcome, as always. Always good to have you guys in. You have Glaive Prime, use it with Zarta's Whisper. I mean, yeah, that'll work for you. Glaive Prime, Zarta's Whisper, that'll be doing plenty. Let's see, who are we raiding then? Who are we raiding? Is it me, or are we missing some big names, the usual big names I normally notice here in the Warframe category. Yeah, Neoness ain't streaming today for starters. I ain't seeing any Upska, I ain't seeing any Perkinjay. We're missing some names, aren't we? Is something else going on that no one told me about? Is there something else going on? Manageable streaming with 45 rated how long ago? Yeah, I remember rating that. We won't be doing that again. That is not quite the quality I'm looking for. Like the sound on the typing, I couldn't. No, that's not the kind of raid we want to be doing again. No. So let's see. I'm just going to pick someone else entirely then. Let's scroll down. We're going to break someone's mind today. Heinz been saying, can you raid my friend? Sure, let's have a look there. What's your friend? You know what? Let's do it. Heinz Beat. What's your friend's Twitch name? And make it very, very quick. I'll have a quick look at their stream there. Maybe we can raid that one. Archangel was online. I'm not seeing them anywhere near the top, are they? Oh, wait. Oh, they're just down there. I've already said Heinz Beans. Let's see what they do. You're not playing Warframe, though. Well, that's useless to us, Heinz Beans. That's not a good pickup. No, that's a simple rating Warframe community. All right, let's just break someone's mind. No worries on that one there, Heinz Beans. Perhaps another time, but definitely not today. Let's break someone's mind in the Warframe category. Someone who has absolutely no idea they're about to be raided. Let me see about this one here. Let me see about this one. Give me a second here, chat. Oh god, that is a horrible microphone. I will never send you to a raid with that bad of a microphone. I've got it unmuted at the moment, just in case any copyrighted music comes through, so give me a second here, chat. I'm just trying to find someone suitable to absolutely blow up. Someone who's putting in the effort to create a good stream environment, really. Let's see here. Audio balance is a bit off, but he's talking, he's got a cam. And he's... Yep, that's a good one. Good enough. Let's find out. Let's break this person's mind. They have absolutely no idea this is coming. Especially considering they currently have 4 viewers, one of which is me. Let's get ready, guys. Spam those drones. I want to see those spinny drones going absolutely wild. I want to see those drones going absolutely diddly wild. I want to be seeing all of these going absolutely wild. Let's go completely break someone's mind. They have no idea this is coming, and that's going to be amazing. And that is all from me today, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday for some more Warframe. In the meantime, if you haven't already, check out the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.